For the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to
rumble! Yeah. What's up? This that boy Coach Malachi Williams in the building. We back. New Media Today USA Boxing. We are back. You know what I mean? Today is a good day. You know what I mean? You know how we do it. Today is NWA Fridays. NWA Fridays. Shout out to everybody that's in the chat. Shout out to everybody. I hope everybody have a good Friday today, man. A good Friday today. Shout out to everybody that's in the chat. Shout out to everybody that's at work right now. Everybody that's coming home. You know what I mean? And we gonna do this. We're gonna have a damn good show today, guys. You know how we do it. You know what I mean? It is what it is at the end of the day. You see what I'm saying? So there's a few things that's going on. I'm hearing rumbling in the sport of boxing. Nothing that's been solid or confirmed yet with certain fights. You know what I mean, guys? So of course, I don't want to, I'm not the hyperbole guy. I'm not going to be the guy that just hype up something on possibilities and hopes and maybes. I'm not going to do that. You know what I mean? Because, we did that with the Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua situation, and we see that never materialize. So until we have something solid, you know what I mean, there's really nothing to really try to add to or maybe insinuate or whatever the case may be. But shout out to everybody that's in the chat, man. We'll give everybody, hold on, guys. You know how we do it. Let's do this. Hold on, guys. Let me get everybody a round of applause, man. I was supposed to have my stuff together. Everybody a round of applause. Everybody in the chat, a round of applause, man. What's going on, everybody, man? Listen, man. Hey, listen, bro. Hey, I was doing some research, right? And I was doing some research, man, and bro, we're gonna do a lot of laughing today. I can tell you that right now. We're gonna do a whole lot of laughing today, man, because today is the day that NWA Fridays, man. We're gonna do a whole lot of damn laughing today, bro. I'm telling you, dog. Bro, hold on, guys. Hold on. I'm trying to get it together. Hold on. Here we go. Yeah, we're going to do a whole lot of laughing today, man. I'm telling you, bro, because right now, man, we're going to look at some of the cherry picks that went wrong. And even one of the guys who I got to talk about is, I was a fanboy of, the man that's behind me to my left, Mike Tyson, man. I got to talk about him too, man. But, bro, I got some other dudes I need to talk about, and I'm going to just let you guys know something, the mindset of what happens. This is a teaching moment. We're going to look at some videos, and it is what it is. So let's go ahead and do this, man. Shout out to my main man. You know how we do it, Mark Nash.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Halim in the building.
Hey, okay.
Hold on, guys. All right, yeah, man, for sure. Shout out to Halim in the building.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Andrew. What's happening, brother, from London?
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Mel DeMaker. What's going on?
Hey, okay.
Shout out to who else we have? Celtic boy, what's going on, fam?
Hey, okay.
Oh, you like them Celtics, huh? I'm a Laker fan myself, so us Celtics and Lakers are enemies, on the court, not in real life, but you know what I mean. Shout out to Dimitar, what's going on, fam?
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Javar Soto, what's going on, brother?
Hey, okay.
Hey, Javar, say the title says it all. Woo! Yeah, man. Hey, man, listen. I'm gonna break down what it is too. You know what it is as well. Shout out to Emmanuel.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to the Thomas Cruz.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Teach. What's going on, brother?
Hey, okay.
Shout out to the Queen Lee Luna.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to JC in the building.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Richard Slutsky.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to my main man Charlo.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Michael Buffer.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Michael Knight, the Knight Rider.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to PBC Fanboy. What's going on, brother?
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Goodwin. What's going on, fam?
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Paul Evans and Martin Ramos.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Mr. T in the building.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to PBC Fanboy and Ariel Espinal.
Hey, okay.
Yeah, man, we're gonna go ahead and get into this, man. I got the look. Incense burning. Hey, listen, man. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get into this, man. I'm not even gonna play with it, man. Not even gonna play with it today, man. Shout out to Rod Rib Shows.
Hey, okay.
Of course, I should give it some more time to let YouTube go ahead and send out all of the notifications. You know what I mean? You know, people gonna roll in as they get the notification or whenever they can. Shout out to my main man, Coon, in the building. Be safe out there on that road, Coon.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to OG, double OG, triple OG, quadruple OG.
Hey, okay.
Hey, I'm an OG on top of an OG, on top of an OG, on top of an OG. Hey, man, I know some dudes. Hey, OG. I know some dudes in the hood. They take that OG title very seriously. Shout out to Ariel. What's going on, Ariel?
Hey, okay.
Shout out to the Reva. Reva. I thought it said Rod Rib Show. Reva Rib Shows. What's going on?
Hey, okay.
Let's see. Bruce Goes, what's happening, brother?
Hey, okay.
Thomas Jones, what's going on?
Hey, okay.
Yeah, man, everybody rolling in, man, like a 57 Chevy right now, man. 57 Chevy with a brand new engine block on there. You see what I'm saying? You know, he said you have to, coach, if you, you know, he said you have to, coach, if you 100. Yeah, absolutely, man. I had to, man. It hurt me to my heart. It hurt me to my heart, dog. I ain't gonna say a lot to you. It hurt me to my heart, man, to put Mike Tyson on here, man. Oh my God, bro, like, come on, man. You know what I mean? Not for Mike Tyson's entire career. You know, just for this one particular fight. You know, but hey, man, I had to do it, man. I had to do it. You know what I mean? You know, and you know, we're gonna talk about the late great Tommy Morrison as well. You know, for those, you know, Tommy Morrison, man, and rest in peace, Tommy Morrison. Hold on, guys. Let me turn this guy down. This dog on. Bear with me one moment, guys. Hold on. This is. All right, man. I'm hooked up now. Guys. Sorry about that, guys. Shout out to who else we got? Baltimore Racks. What's going on, man? Racks on Racks on Racks. You know, shout out to Andrew with the lip read, baby. You know what I mean? It is what it is, man. R.I.P. to the R.I.P. to Tommy Morrison. R.I.P. to Tommy Morrison. But he made the list as well. Tommy made the list as well, and I'm gonna break it down to you guys. It's, you know, Martin Ass. What's going on, fam? What's going on to Martin Ass? You know what I mean? What's going on with my brother Martin Ass? Yeah, man. You know. He said, Coach, I was thinking to say, yeah, man, for sure, man. You know what I mean? But anyways, guys, hey, guys, let's get into this. Let's get into this. You know what I mean? Let's get into this. So, anyways, I have to talk about this, right? Because we've seen several different instances in the sport of boxing where cherry picking goes wrong, right? Now, you have some people, they cherry pick throughout their entire career, and you have some people, they cherry pick, you know, a particular fight every now and again, you know what I mean? And sometimes that goes wrong, you know what I mean? So we're going to address both in this particular subject matter. We're going to address both, right? So, you know, when cherry picking goes wrong in the sport of boxing, and also Jared Anderson is in trouble with the Alphabet Boy community and their supporters for the comments that he said he made about Deontay Wilder, you know, giving his opinion, you know what I mean, on something. And, you know, I'm looking at it, I'm being as objective and unbiased as possible so I can see both sides of it. You know what I mean? I can see both sides of it. You see what I'm saying? I really can. From what the Alphabet Boy leader is talking about and from what Jared Anderson is talking about. So I get it. I really do get it from both sides. Being that I used to be on the other side as well. So I do get that, right? So now, pretty much, guys, you know, and I have to say this, I have to be as honest, you know, honest as I possibly can, you know. But when cherry picking goes wrong in the sport of boxing, it's a terrible thing. We both know this, right? It's a terrible thing because the guy who was the favorite, he has a strong fan base and a following, right? And he cherry-picked this guy, or his handlers cherry-picked this guy for a reason in order to build up, you know, the person's self-esteem, resume, whatever the case may be, whatever the intentions are, right? Shout out to Southpaw Killer in the building.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Bruce Goals.
Hey, okay.
You know what I mean? So we both know this, especially when that fighter, especially, I want to say this, clarify this, especially when the fighter that was cherry-picked kicks the person's ass, kicks your ass, right? In front of all of your fans. Oh, we going somewhere with this today. Because I'm going to break this down. We're going somewhere with this today. We're going somewhere with this today, right? So just imagine you cherry picking a fighter. Just imagine you being a championship fighter, right? You're a world-class fighter. Shout out to Ride of the Storm.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Southpaw Killer.
Hey, okay.
You're a world-class fighter, right? You the baddest man on the planet. Can't nobody beat you. You pretty. You the greatest of all time. You this, you that. You 10 times better than Muhammad Ali inside the ring and fought 10 times more battles than Muhammad Ali outside the ring. You know, you flashy. You got you known for your famous left hook. You know, one guy, I'm the baddest man on the planet. People was shaking like Buddha meat before they even stepped in the ring with this one guy, right? So we going across the board. You see what I'm saying? And we gonna bring it on back home, and we gonna wrap it up in a nice little bow, right? You see what I'm saying? So now, as I said before, especially when the fighter that was cherry picked kicks your ass in front of all of your fans. Now, what's the definition of cherry picking, guys? A lot of people may not know what the definition of cherry picking. So let me explain. Shout out to David.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Ride of the Storm.
Hey, okay.
Cherry picking is when a fighter avoids top competition in their respective division, guys, in order to fight more favorable opponents who are seen as less skilled or out of their prime. You have certain fighters throughout boxing who has a history, who has a resume mostly full of cherry picks. I'll let you guys decide who that is. You see what I'm saying? Because I don't want to throw no shade, no shade, no shade. I just got to call it like it is, right? This may be subjective to the individual, but I'm going to give you some parameters on what you can go by to judge and see what is a cherry pick for, what is a cherry pick career. Shout out to PBC fanboy.
Hey, okay.
And what is not a cherry pick career. Because you have people who have a cherry pick career. Their whole career, they've been fighting bums. And then you have some people who they've been fighting some good guys, but then they cherry pick this one guy. They cherry pick this one guy, and this one guy, beats. So I'm not talking about upsets. Upsets do happen in the sport of boxing, right? So I'm not talking about that, but I'm finna bring it on home. Don't worry about it, guys. Now, again, the definition of cherry picking is when a fighter avoids top competition in their respective division in order to fight a more favorable opponent who are seen as less skilled or out of their prime. So if you're a young, up-and-coming, strong fighter, or you're on top of your game, you're a champ, and you fight a fighter, that's out of his prime. When he was in his prime, you didn't want to fight him, but you fight the fighter out of his prime, or whatever the case may be, that can be deemed as a cherry pick, right? And if you have a career of doing that, picking certain fighters that you automatically the favorite in to beat, you know what I mean, versus taking more high-risk fights, you know what I mean, that will be considered a cherry pick kind of like career, right? So I'll let you guys decide, what fighter, who, what, when, where, you know what I mean? Now, I broke down what a cherry picking is, right? So let's go. So in 1993, the late great RIP to Tommy Morrison, he made a career of cherry picking. I'm just being honest with you. Love Tommy Morrison, but he made a career of cherry picking, right? He made a career of cherry picking, right? He fought a fighter by the name of Michael Bentt. Some of you guys may not remember this, but this is 1993. I remember watching this fight. Like it was yesterday. Tommy Morrison at the time, he was 38-1. I think his only loss at that time, he lost to what's the guy name who was in the military? Ray Mercer. He lost to Ray Mercer at that time. That was it, right? And Michael Bentt was 10-1. He had 11 professional fights. He lost his first fight. He got knocked out in, and he won 10 up there. He was 10-1. So you have a fighter that's 38-1, had 39 fights, 1 loss, most of them knockouts. And you have another guy who had 11 fights, 10 wins, 1 loss, right? This is who Tommy Morrison fought at the time. When you are 38-1, you have no business getting in the ring with a person who has 11 fights. But this Tommy Morrison, I got much love for Tommy Morrison. RIP to the champ, you know what I mean? But this is the reality of the situation, right? Now, Michael Bentt was a 1,000-1 underdog. The only problem with that is, but someone forgot to tell him that he was supposed to lose this night. Michael Bentt was 10-1 at the time, as I said before, and his very first fight, he was knocked out by a southpaw by the name of Jerry Jones. It's very similar to Jerry Jones, who owned the Dallas Cowboys. This is facts, right? Not only did Michael Bentt win, he stopped Tommy Morrison in the first round. And he beat the brakes off of Tommy Morrison by knocking him down 3 times in the first round, and then the fight was stopped. Now, this next one is very emotional to me, guys. Very emotional to me. Shout out to Coon, man.
Hey, okay.
This next one is very, very emotional to me, guys. One of my favorite fighters, who I was a fanboy of, as you guys know, Iron Mike Tyson. He got the brakes beat off of him by his first loss by James Buster Douglas. You know what I mean? Who was a 42-1 underdog at the time back in 1990. Buster Douglas was a 42-1 underdog at the time. Mike was supposed to fight Evander Holyfield next, but Buster Douglas ruined those plans with a 10th round knockout of one of my favorite heavyweights of all time. I feel like crying right now just thinking about it. Buster Douglas had lost his mother right before the fight, and he destroyed Mike Tyson in Japan. He destroyed him, beat the brakes off of him. This is facts, right? Mike Tyson did not train. Mike Tyson was having sex with prostitutes at the time. This is what he said in the past. Mike Tyson was on snorting coke all night with Bobby Brown. Guess what? That's not Buster Douglas's fault. But guess what, though? Mike Tyson never made an excuse. He said, man, I just got my ass whooped. He did that now. He got his ass whooped. Facts, right? But just imagine, right? Just imagine. You know what I mean? Mike and Evander Holyfield had just moved up to heavyweight not too long ago. Him and Mike Tyson was going to fight, and Mike Tyson said, "Okay, we're gonna have another. I'm gonna have a he went ahead and fought Buster Douglas. Said, I'm gonna go ahead and knock this bum out the way. Then I'm gonna go ahead and go at Evander Holyfield, right? You know that was gonna be, that was the plans, but it didn't work out that way. As I said before, man, Mike got beat so bad, man, that me and my friends broke down in tears. This is how emotional this was. I was 16 years old at the time. You know what I mean? And it took years for me to get over that loss, as I was forced to watch my hero, Mike Tyson, get the brakes beat off of him by James Buster Douglas. My fanboyism was at an all-time high around that time. Now let's move on. In 2014, there was a fighter by the name of Jalen Love. Jalen Love is a PBC fighter. Jalen Love is a fighter for Mayweather Promotions. Jalen Love was Tank Davis before there was a Tank Davis. Jalen Love was that guy. He was the one that shout out to Mr. T.
Hey, okay.
He was the one that everybody thought was going to be the next one. Jalen Love. I remember like it was yesterday, 7 years ago. Not 7 years ago, 7 years ago. Shout out to Andy C.
Hey, okay.
I remember that like it was yesterday. I remember that like it was yesterday, right? You know what I mean? So, 2014, PBC fighter Jalen Love suffered his first loss against Rogelio Medina. Rogelio Medina got his first loss. Now, some of you guys may remember this fight. Some of you guys may not remember this fight. I'm going to remind you guys if you don't remember. Jalen Love was balling. Like he was balling like Amari Stoudemire. Balling like Allen Iverson, right? This was supposed to be an easy fight for Jalen Love, since Medina had 6 losses on his record already. He was looked upon, as somewhat of a journeyman by Leonard Ellerbe, Floyd Mayweather, and Al Heyman. They strategically picked this guy as a step up. Hey, man, Jalen, just go in there, beat old buddy on up. He got like 30-something fights. Medina had a record of 32-6. He mostly fought weak competition throughout his career. Facts, right? So this fight was supposed to be a walk in the park for Floyd Mayweather Promotions star fighter at the time, Jalen Love. Look it up, guys. Jalen Love was being pushed as this guy. He was fast and he's supposed to be that dude. And Jalen Love is a nice guy. I really like Jalen Love. But, even if I like it, I got to call it the way I see it. You know what I mean? I got to call it the way I see it. Now, this is supposed to be a walk in the park for Jalen Love in his fight. The only problem with that, guys, is that Medina did not get the memo. Apparently, Rogelio Medina did not get the memo that he was supposed to be a walk in the park to Jalen Love. Medina knocked out Jalen Love in the 3rd round with a left hook to the chin in front of Leonard Ellerbe and Floyd Mayweather. Like literally, I'm gonna show y'all this, bro. It's depressing. It's depressing, right? The fight was so bad that Jalen Love's own mother ran to the ring. I've never seen anything like this before in my life. His own mama ran to the ring, beating on the canvas and begging for her son to get up. But to no avail. Jalen Love was counted out and got the brakes beat off of him in devastating fashion. by Medina. This is facts, right? Another perfect example of a cherry pick that went wrong is the famous Marcos Madonna versus Adrian Broner fight back in 2014, right? I know you guys remember that. You know, this was Adrian Broner's first fight at the welterweight division, and he was a 5-1 favorite to beat Madonna. Shout out to Ronald Finkley. Shout out to Ronald Finkley.
Hey, okay.
Bro, I remember this like it was yesterday. You know what I mean? Adrian Broner was a 5-1 favorite to beat Madonna. Everybody know this, right? Madonna, he was a good fighter, but didn't nobody look at him like no killer, no gangster around that time. He was just a good, tough, hard-nosed fighter. You see what I'm saying? You know, this was when AB was AB. You know what I mean, Adrian Broner? This was 7 years ago, guys. Marcos Madonna had 3 losses at that time prior to fighting Adrian Broner. And he was seen as an easy cherry pick by Al Heyman in the PBC. So Al Heyman in the PBC said, you know what, baby boy, check this out. This is what we gonna do, right, dog? I got old fighter from Argentina. He's scrappy. He's an old scrappy fighter by the name of Marcos Madonna. You know, he done took some L's already. You know what I'm saying, baby boy? You're a 3-4 division champ already. You know, you're gonna go ahead and we really now at the time didn't nobody really want Adrian Broner to have any fights at the welterweight division. To be honest. Shout out to Andrew.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to DJ.
Hey, okay.
You see what I'm saying? So you know, they didn't really want Broner to have any fights at the welterweight division at the time, for what I remember 7 years ago. You know, but Broner was like a fast rising star in the sport of boxing, and they was comparing him to Floyd Mayweather. Shout out to Jawan.
Hey, okay.
They was comparing him to Floyd Mayweather, and he's supposed to have been the next Floyd and all that stuff there. I remember it like it was yesterday. And, you know, I was pro-black and militant then. And, you know, oh, brother, you couldn't tell me nothing. You know what I mean? I remember like it was yesterday, right? So anyways, right? So Adrian Broner was very disrespectful around this time. You know what I mean? Adrian Broner even, you know, he disrespected Madonna by using all kind of racially insensitive undertones to Madonna in several press conferences. This is facts. Broner promised that he would stop Madonna in spectacular fashion. But little did Al Heyman and Adrian Broner know that Marcos Madonna is nobody's cherry pick. You're going to learn today is what Madonna told Adrian Broner. Broner ended up getting the brakes beat off of him in that fight, and he has not been the same ever since. We know this. Ever since Marcos Madonna put them paws on Adrian Broner, he refused to let his hands go.
Hey, okay.
He ain't let his hands go since. As a matter of fact, his hands is in his pocket right now as we speak. Cherry pick going wrong, right? We got Mike Tyson, cherry pick went wrong with Buster Douglas. Tommy Morrison, cherry pick went wrong with with Bentt. You see what I'm saying? Jelly Young Love, cherry pick went wrong with Medina, right? And now we got one more guy. Al Heyman, Shelly Finkel, and the PBC decided to roll the dice one more time, right? And cherry-picked a coked-out 700-pound overweight Tyson Fury in 2018. Coked out, 700 pounds. Tyson Fury. Overweight, fat boy, Tyson Fury. As we know, they had this fight, and Tyson Fury and Wilder was friends and giving each other sugar and hugs and all that stuff. There, I ain't got to relitigate the past as it relates to that. The first fight ended up in a controversial draw. Wilder fans felt like he won, and people who supported Fury felt like Fury won. He outboxed Wilder, right? So we know that the first fight ended up in a controversial draw. Fury was a cherry pick. No mistake about it. Coming off coke, 700 pounds. Wilder could have picked anyone in the world. I think his mentor was Dillian White at the time. He didn't fight him. WBC allowed Wilder to, pretty much do what he wanted to do with the belt. And there's nothing wrong with that. If that's what they want to do, so be it. But he cherry-picked the fat boy, Tyson Fury. 3 years, ain't fought, coke, 700 pounds, had to go to a fat farm to try to lose weight to try to make the fight, had a couple of fights, and you know what I mean? It is what it is. But that's neither here nor there. The fight ended up in a controversial draw, as we all know. And Wilder wanted an immediate rematch. I think they had a rematch clause in there.
Hey, okay.
Right? But Tyson Fury had other plans. Tyson Fury ended up signing with American promoter, Top Rank. And he decided to have 2 more tune-up fights. I think he fought Odo Wallin, and then he fought Sefer Seferi or something like that. He decided to have 2 more tune-up fights before he faced Deontay Wilder again in a rematch on February 2020 on Black History Month. Almost 20 months ago, 19 months ago, right? Nobody gave Tyson Fury a chance in the first or second fight. I know I didn't, because I bet on Wilder to beat Tyson Fury in the first fight, and I know that he was going to knock the brakes out of him in the second fight. Thank God I didn't bet no money on the second fight. Thank God I did. I ain't gonna think God ain't got nothing to do with that. I'm sorry about that. I didn't mean to lose the Lord's name in vain. But you get what I'm saying. I didn't bet any money on the second fight, but everybody knew that Wilder was gonna run through this dude. Everybody knew that, right? Nobody gave Tyson Fury a chance in the first or second fight. Nobody. Except Tyson Fury fans. But to no avail. The Gypsy King beat the brakes off of Deontay Wilder and shocked the world of boxing. He did that. He did something that ain't nobody thought that he was going to do. Now, as I said before, upsets. Now, we know what happened. We heard Glovegate, 2 different versions of Glovegate. We heard Water Bottle Gate. We heard Costume Gate. I got all the receipts now. I keep the receipts just in case, they try to come and say, well, he didn't say this, he didn't say that. No, I got all the receipts. Got to keep receipts with these guys, because these guys have amnesia. But anyways, now upsets happen all the time in the sport of boxing. But when fighters make a career out of fighting low-level competition, this is what you call a fighter that has a history of cherry picking, right? And sometimes, guys, the cherry that you pick can come back to bite you in the ass. Let's talk about this. Now, as you know, I told you how hurt I was when my fighter, Mike Tyson, got his ass beat by Buster Douglas. I cried for a week. Matter of fact, I was so sick when Tyson got beat that me and my homeboys, we was looking for Buster Douglas. I don't know how we was going to find him when we never left our city, but that's neither here nor there. We said that, hey, you know what, man? If we ever see him, it's on and popping. Buster Douglas was going to get jumped. Not because he did anything wrong, but because he beat our hero. We was fanboys of this fighter, right? Mike Tyson. And when you have an emotional attachment to someone, and I'm painting a picture here, guys. I promise you this is going to be quick. But boy, when I wrap it up, I'm going to bring it all back full circle. I promise you that. It's going to come back full circle. So you can see what I'm talking about. You can see what I'm talking about. Light-skinned Lou in the building? Where light-skinned Lou at? Light-skinned Lou. Hey, Lamar Peterson, brother. Lou, what's up, Lou?
Okay.
Shout out to light-skinned Lou. That's my dog there. Light-skinned Lou, what's up, man? Hey, shout out to light-skinned Lou, man. Rebuttal. Lou, and Lou also over the Rebuttal podcast, man. Shout out to them brothers over there, man. That's Lamar Peterson's brother, man. Shout out to Lamar Peterson, too. The whole Peterson family.
Hey, okay.
The whole Peterson family. You know what I mean? So Milani, shout out to Milani. Milani say, you gotta have healthy fingers to pick cherries. Shout out to Dennis, man.
Hey, okay.
Yeah, man. Hey, we got to do this, man. We got to do this. Wither Sleeve says, flatly Fury sucks. Us, please keep him. US, please keep him. Listen, what do you what do you feel like Fury suck or not? You know what I mean? Whatever you think about him. And all of that is fair. Because, I'm not a fan of Fury or Wilder. But that's neither here nor there, right? But he was a cokehead, coked out, 700-pound cherry that pulled off the impossible. He said, Coach cried for a week. Man, I cried for a whole week, Charlo. I cried for a whole week. You know what I mean? I get emotional sometimes just thinking about it right now. He said, I was at the DC Armory with Mike Tyson. Got slim. It was sad faces walking out that building. I was a kid. Hey, bro, I'm telling you, bro. Like, they don't understand. So I understand how some fans of certain fighters feel. He said, if you wanted to fight Buster, you should have used the Dragon Balls. I understand how some fighters, some fanboys, because I was a fanboy, some fanboys of certain fighters feel. I feel your pain. Because in your mind, this guy can't be beat. He's the greatest fighter that ever lived, right? And there's no way he's Superman to you. And there's no way that this guy can get beat. And if he does get beat, he didn't really lose. It was everybody else's fault but his. Trust me, I get it. I blame Richard Steele, even though that was a long count, but that's neither here nor there. I blame Richard Steele. I blame Don King. I blame I blame Buster Douglas, but yeah, Buster Douglas beat Mike Asshole. I blame everybody. I blame the referee. I blame the promoter. I blamed everybody but Mike. I was so much of a fanboy. I got mad at Mike Tyson when they interviewed Mike Tyson. They said, "Man, what happened in the fight?" He said, "Man, I just lost. I got beat." I was mad that Mike Tyson did not make any excuses for why he lost. He was like, "Man, I got beat, man." Don Keenan was talking about petitioning the fight. We're gonna petition. We're gonna not petition, but they're gonna file an appeal to the WBC or something to get the loss overturned because Mike Tyson had to knock Buster Douglas down in the 8th round, and it was a long count. Remember the long count? Don't that sound familiar? The long count, guys. The referee. Don't that sound familiar? Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm going somewhere with this today. I'm gonna wrap it up in a nice little bow. I promise you that, right? So, Mike Tyson was like, "Man, look, Don, man, don't be appealing nothing to the WBC. I lost." Mike Tyson said, "Man, I lost. I got beat. Period." That's all Mike said. Mike said, "I got beat, baby." He said, "Baby boy, look here, man. You see what it is. See what it is, baby boy. See what had happened was." Mike Tyson said, "I got beat, dog. That's it." But anyways, let's move on. I want to show you guys this. Now, some of you guys who don't know now who Tommy Morrison is, some of you guys are just little whippersnappers. This Tommy Morrison right here. Tommy Morrison, R.I.P. to Tommy Morrison, man. Now, you ain't got to really hear the fight, but this Tommy Morrison right here, right? This Tommy Morrison. Now, Tommy Morrison, for all those who don't know who this guy is, this Tommy Morrison is the white guy. He had a mean left hook. He had a whole lot of knockouts. The only problem was his resume was full of Uber drivers before there was Uber, taxi cab drivers, Lyft drivers, Walmart. Well, they didn't have Walmart around. They didn't have Walmart around that time, I don't think. But cash and carry, Walmart, warehouse workers. He had a resume full of those guys. Knocking them out though. He had a mean left hook though. He had a mean left hook. He had that. Shout out to DJ.
Hey, okay.
For dropping out $2 super chat on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said, check IGDM, coach. He said, yeah, I'm gonna check it out. DJ. Yeah, man. This the Tommy Morrison, right? Had a mean left hook. This guy who he's fighting, the black guy, I think his name was Michael Bentt or something like that. Michael Bentt had 11 fights. This guy, Tommy Morrison, was 38-1 at the time. There's no way that a 38-1 fighter should be fighting a fighter that has 11 fights. There's no way. Brother sent me this, DJ sent me this. He said, Wilder 2 was a pick'em fight. The first fight was a betting odds. Okay, Fury was plus 275 underdog. Okay, so DJ sent me something saying that it was a pick'em fight, right? With Wilder and Fury. Okay, but it might have been a pick'em fight with Vegas. But I'm saying amongst the people on the street, no one believed that Tyson Fury had a chance of beating Wilder. Beating Wilder. I did. Nobody who I knew thought that it was a chance. Nobody thought that. Nobody was walking around that I know of, especially anyone probably from the Alphabet Boy community. No one believed, and no one in the black community that I know of who was watching this, aware of this, no one believed that that Tyson Fury was going to beat Wilder. Now, betting odds. He say Tyson Fury odds 2 betting line. Okay, Wilder comes in at minus 125 favorite. Okay. Yeah, I see that. But anyway, what I'm saying is most people DJ wasn't nobody betting on Tyson Fury outside of the Tyson Fury fans. I can tell you that right now. Wasn't nobody. Now maybe the mainstream media probably was. I'm saying in the first fight, and then in the second fight, I was sure that Wilder was gonna sleep Buddy. I'm just being honest with you. I was sure about it. Because I said, you know what, man? Wilder gonna make them adjustments that he didn't make in the first fight. Yeah. But anyway, let's move on. Let's move on. I don't want to talk about Wilder right now in this particular segment. Tommy Morrison, 38-1, fighting a guy that's 10-1. Now, this is a classic cherry pick that went wrong. Watch how this guy. Now, Tommy doing this thing, right? Tommy doing this thing. As you can see, Tommy doing this thing in Bent, white trunks, right? Tommy doing this thing. Look at him. Look at that. Finna put the hook on him. Finna throw the left hook. Hop. The uppercut. Nice uppercut. He had a nice uppercut. You see what I'm saying? Tommy, hop. That left hook. Now, he had a mean left hook. He had a mean left hook, right? Anyways, the end result of this is not going to look pretty. Here you go. He hurt. Now, he don't hurt Bent. You see him hurt. You see him hurt. He finna get, this is a cherry pick right here. This is a cherry pick right here now. Cherry pick. He hurt him again. Hurt him again. Tommy putting them bolos on him. He putting them bolos on him. And watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Pap. Pap, pap, pap. Oh, there you go. There you go. This is what happens. The cherry has hands. Shout out to retro boxing. Shout out to retro boxing. The cherry has hands. The cherry has hands. As you can see, this was on HBO, right? The cherry has hands. Hop. Look at the cherry. Look at the cherry. Hop, drop them again. See, this is what happens when cherry picking goes wrong. Now, look at the look on Tommy Morrison's face. He has a look on his face like, what in the hell is going on here? This is not supposed to happen. This is the look of disbelief right here on his face. He's saying, and shout out to Tommy Morrison, RIP to the champ. RIP to Tommy Morrison. This is no disrespect to Tommy Morrison, man. He's not here anymore. But this is the look of disbelief right here. What in the hell is going on? Is it the water bottle? Is the referee a crab in the bucket referee? Does he have egg wakes or anything in his glove? What is going on? This guy is supposed to be a cherry pick for me. I am 38-1. This guy is 10-1. He is supposed to go down. Why did I get knocked down twice? He has a look of disbelief on his face. Let's keep going, guys. He's trying to get himself together right here, right? He's in disbelief right now. This is a familiar look. I'm finna show you something. Now here come the chair. Here come the chair. Watch him bent like, man, get out the way. I'm finna put these paws on him. Come here, homie. Hop. I'm going all out with this here. Pap, bowling. There you go. Drop. Oh, uppercut. That's it. They had to start the fight. It was a 3 knockdown rule. Look at that. Look at this. Look at that. Nobody thought this guy was gonna win. Tommy don't know what hit him. Tommy don't know what hit him. He don't know what hit him. It's a done data. It's a done data, right? Tommy didn't know what the hell was going on. See, what happens is when you cherry pick somebody that's supposed to lose and supposed to make you look good, all that's cool and dandy. But the only problem with that is the cherry has to get the memo. When Buster Douglas beat my guy, Mike Tyson, I'm still getting emotional about it. Buster Douglas didn't get the memo that he was supposed to lose. Right? This guy right here, Bent, did not get the memo that he was supposed to lose. He was supposed to lose, right? So let's move on. Let's move on, right? Let's move on. Let's go on over here. As a matter of fact, now we're going to save Mike Tyson for last. Now, this is Mr. J. Leon Love. Boy, I don't know if y'all remember J. Leon Love. Back in 2014, J. Leon Love was Tank Davis to Mayweather Promotions before that was a Tank Davis. At that time, AB was hot too, but AB was just a certified PBC fighter. But at that time, AB was hot. AB was that guy back then as well. You see what I'm saying? But J. Leon Love was like 20-something. As a matter of fact, let's pull him up. Let's pull him up. I want to make sure I get this right, guys. Hold on. No, I ain't got to pull him up. Hold on. I got it right here. Hold on. J. Leon Love, guys. J. Leon Love, I think like J. Leon Love was like, I think the guy he was fighting was 32-6. This guy had 6 losses. J. Leon Love was undefeated at the time, if I'm not mistaken. I think he was undefeated at the time. As a matter of fact, I can pull him up right quick, guys, just to let you know, right? Just to let you know. I think he was undefeated at the time. Guys. You know, I just want to make sure, right? Yeah, because he had got suspended for testing positive for a PED. when he fought Gabriel Rosado, right? So yeah, he was Jalen Love was 18-0 at the time though. He was 18-0. Fighting the dude that had that was 32-6. Now the guy that's 32-6 had more experience than Jalen Love. He probably really had no business in the ring with Medina. But Medina was supposed to be a walk in the park. Now, what I'm gonna show you about this fight, guys, they had Leonard Smellerby and Floyd Mayweather in the audience. You're gonna see a guy right here. He has a TMT hat on. Oh, this was the TMT promotions. Check this out. This was probably one of the funniest fights I've ever seen. Not because our brother, he's a good guy, Jalen Love, lost. The loss had nothing to do with it. It was what transpired during the loss and the reaction from the crowd, which made me laugh. Which was funny to me. Y'all check it out, baby boy. Baby boy, check it out.
To this day.
Check it out, baby boy.
True.
Watch this right here, guys. The Jalen Love. There you go. He got caught that left hook. Now he going down. Now that's not funny. This is his first loss, right? Leg shaking right here. Watch this. Look over here. Now, what I want you to look at, guys, is over here to the left, where my mouse is at. Floyd Mayweather is right here. Leonard Ellaby is right here. You can't see Leonard because the ropes are blocking his head, but Leonard Ellaby is right here. Floyd Mayweather's right here. Now Floyd's sitting right next to a bad tenderoni. He got a tenderoni right there. There's some more tenderonis over here. Jalen Love mother is right here. So you got Leonard to the right, Floyd to the left, tenderoni next to Floyd, another tenderoni next to the tenderoni, right? And then we got another tenderoni right here. You got some guy right there. I don't know who he is. And this is Jalen Love's mother. Leonard, Jalen Love's mother, tenderoni, some random guy, tenderoni, another tenderoni, and then Floyd. You see what I'm saying? So that's what you got. So this is what's here, right? Check this out. Left hook, bam. Jalen Love goes down. Medina. Now look right here. Right here, his mother stands up. His mother stands up. She's crying at this moment. There's another. Remember the tenderoni I was telling you about? The tenderoni right here got her hand over her mouth. Like, oh my God, I can't believe this. There's another tenderoni sitting right next to Floyd. She got her hand covered over her mouth. Floyd is sitting there like, man, it's some bullshit. And this is Leonard Smellerby right here. Leonard is right here, guys. Leonard is right here. So this is Leonard with the brown jacket on. Jalen Love mother is in disbelief. She's crying and jumping up and down and yelling right now, right? Then you got this guy right here. He too cool for his shirt. Then you got this tenderoni right here. She got her mouth covered in disbelief. She's crying. And then you got another tenderoni right there. She's in disbelief. She's crying. And then you got Floyd right there, too sexy for his shirt. Shout out to my main man, Coon, for dropping that quarter of a disub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Coon said AB could have actually been successful had he not jumped 2 weight classes. I think he moved way too fast. He should have just fought at 140 first. Yeah, I totally agree with that, Coon. He should have fought at 140 pounds first. He should have. But at that time, AB was getting all of the hype. He was looked upon as the next Floyd Mayweather. You see what I'm saying? You know, next Floyd Mayweather, right? He was looked upon as that. You see what I'm saying? You know, he was looked upon as that. You see at the time. Shout out to KRL in the building. Shout out to Jam. Shout out to Credulous. Shout out to Jeff Luciano. Shout out to my brother Teach. Shout out to Eddie Val. It is what it is. Lee Luna says, embarrassing him in front of all the tenderoni. Listen, all these tenderonis over here. All the tenderonis over here, right? Yeah, you know, listen, all the tenderonis over here. So that's all I'm saying. Demeter, shout out to Demeter, man. So Jalen Love mama right here. Hey, please hit the like button. Please hit the like button and subscribe if you're new to the channel. Jalen Love mama right here. She's screaming in disbelief. Leonard Smellerby is disappointed. You got a tenderoni right here crying. Another tenderoni right here crying. Floyd Mayweather too cool for his shirt. And right behind mama, there's another tenderoni. She got her hand over her mouth. She's in disbelief too. Here you go. Let's play it, guys. Mama runs to the ring. Look at her. She's running to the ring. She's beating on the mat. She got her head down. Baby, get up. Get up. Look at her. This Jalen, he looked just like his mother too. She's beating on the mat. I've never seen nothing like this before in my life. She's beating on the mat. She got her hand on the mat. She's beating on the canvas. She's telling him to get up. He's looking at his mama now. Mama, I'm trying to get up. He got waved off. Mama grabbed his arm. She's holding her baby's arm. She said, "This is my baby." Now look. She's holding her baby's arm. And so, baby, you messed the bag up. This was his defining moment. If he could have won this fight, Floyd Mayweather promised him millions of dollars in his next fight. So this was the fight that was going to change his life from a financial standpoint. You see what I'm saying? You got these good white folks over here. Hold on, I might get in trouble with the alphabet boys for saying that now, because I know they hate white people, when it's advantageous to them. You got these good white folks over here looking with concern look on his face, right? Listen, now my mama would have did the same thing. My mama Betty Jean would have did the same thing. My mama was OG. She would have ran to the ring too. But mama, I never seen a fight like this here. Bruh. Harleen, what you say? Harleen said Andrew, Frank Bruno, Buster Douglas, okay. Hey, Andy C said, y'all to the wrong end. Ryder Finkley like, Floyd like, damn. Bruh. He said she made it that much worse. Jeff, she made it that much worse, dog. Hey, Lee Luda, the queen she said, just embarrassing. He'll more. Yeah, she made it worse. Bruh, what's Look at Jawad laughing. Hey, Jawad. Oh, yeah, Jawad, you probably don't remember this fight, dog. Hey, Retro, what you say, Retro? He said, yeah, I don't want to see my mom at that time. Hey, Blood, man. Oh, hey, shout out to Jalen Love, man. Much love to that brother. He's a good dude. But mama right here, man. She grabbing her baby's arm. She grabbing her baby. The referee holding him. Mama holding him. Now, look back here, guys. Look back here. I know I'm yelling, but look back here. I'm sorry. I got a big ass mouth. Y'all know I'm yelling, but look back here. Look right here. You got this. Look at this tenderoni right here. She got her hand over her mouth. This a bad tenderoni. So we got a bad tenderoni right here with her hand over her mouth. You got another tenderoni right next to her. She got her hands on top of her head in disbelief. This dude ain't made a expression at all. Leonard is over here. We can't see Leonard no more. The tenderoni right here standing up, she can't believe it. She's in disbelief. Another tenderoni, she got tears in her eyes, and Floyd got the same look on his face. Mama don't grab the arm. Here you go. Mama don't grab the arm. Let's look at this one more time. Let's look at this one more again, guys. Look at this one more again. We got the pop. Oh, caught him with the left foot. Okay, Jay Leon going down. He going down. Don't worry about it, Jay Leon. It happened to the best of him. Now he doing the stinking leg right. His leg shaking. Hop. Oh, he caught with the right hook. And then that set him up the left. Jay Leon was throwing, he got caught mid-swing. Now look right here. This tenderoni right here stood up. Mama running. I'm coming, baby. Baby, I'm coming. I'm coming, baby. Don't worry about it. She coming to get her baby. She don't think about no Floyd. She ain't think about no Leonard. She coming to get her baby. Mama think about her baby right now. Leonard sitting here with his bald head, looking like a milk dud, with his head down. You got the tenderoni right here in the white shirt right behind Leonard. She don't stood up, got her hand over her mouth like this. This tenderoni got two hands on her face in disbelief. Mama is running. This tenderoni got her hand over her mouth, crying. And this tenderoni right here got her hand over her mouth, crying as well. And Leonard just sitting, and Floyd just sitting right there. Blood saying, look at that. Look at mama. Look at mama. She crying right now. She got her head down. No, that's my baby. She crying, bro. Mama, get up. You messing up the bag. You messing. Now he looking at his mama right now. He see mama. Mama, I'm finna get up, mama. I'm finna get up. Guess what? But his legs won't let him do it. He fall again. Mama said, don't worry about it, baby. She holding her baby. Bruh, I ain't gonna lie to you, dog. When I first saw this, I was laughing so goddamn hard. Not because of Jay Leon lost. The fact that his mother ran to the ring, and I saw all of those tenderonis in the background crying, right? They was crying. They had their hands in their mouth. Mama came to the ring, and she was like, oh, man, bruh, baby boy, listen. Mama, now my mama would have did the same. I'm going to be honest with you guys. My mama would have did the same thing. I had a fight with a dude, and my mama jumped in the fight. Literally. I'll tell y'all that story. That's a story for another day. I'll tell you that story. But yeah, this what happened though, bro. He said, did you see that, coach? See what? Yeah, I saw the fight, but see what though? See what you're talking about. Ronald Finkley say, yo, my mama was so awful, kicked my milk and bread as a kid. She said, oh, okay. Okay, Thomas Jones say the green print didn't work that night. he said that mama reminds me of Extreme Wilder fan. Bruh, listen. Hey, bruh. Hey, Javon, he said I'm dead. Bruh, listen, bruh. Bon Scott said mama saw the bank balance drop. Bruh, listen. After this fight, he was gonna get a multi-million-dollar payday. Shout out to Michael.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Michael. What's going on, brother? Yeah, he was going to get a multi-million-dollar payday. Hey, Retro said, Coach, you sure you want to tell us? You sure you want to tell us about that? Yeah, I'm going to tell you about it. I'm going to tell you about it, bro. I got to tell y'all about that. My mama came out there and helped me one time. I'm going to tell you about that. Hey, bro, it wasn't fun at the time. I was embarrassed, to be honest with you. I was embarrassed, but I'll tell y'all about that. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'll tell y'all about that. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, man, bro, listen. Toon say, Cassie crying with Pacquiao on Rock Floyd. Bro, listen, bro, that right there, bro, was mama, bro. You want a mama like that. You want a mama like that, right? So let's move on. Let's move on down the Yellow Brick Road. I know y'all remember this fight right here. Oh, as a matter of fact, let's show. Hold on. Let's show. This is Adrian Broner's first loss. But to put this in proper perspective, guys, we're gonna have to show pretty much what led up to the fight. Do you remember? Do you remember when, Adrian Broner, AB, about billions? Remember when Adrian Broner, let's see. Let's see, can I find it, guys? We're gonna look up. See, a lot of y'all don't know this, right? Who probably ain't follow Adrian Broner. You know what I mean? Ain't follow Adrian Broner. A lot of y'all don't. Some of y'all don't know. You know what I mean? Hold on. Let's do this, guys. Let's do this. I want to make sure this right here. I want to make sure this right. Why is the quality so bad here? Hold on. Why is the I don't understand why the quality is so bad here. I'm trying to show y'all something, right? See, a lot of y'all guys don't know. A lot of y'all guys don't know how AB used to come to the ring. See, some of these whippersnappers who just started watching boxing, they don't know. They don't know how AB, about billions, used to come to the ring. So let me just show y'all this anyway. Some of these whippersnappers, right, they don't know. See, Adrian Broner was flashy back then. This 2013. This round of time, he fought Marcos Madonna in 2014. Adrian Broner used to come to the ring and throw a whole concert. Now, this the AB that came to the ring before Madonna. He was doing all this before Madonna too, right? Here you go. This Adrian Broner. Adrian Broner sitting there dancing, bouncing up and down. He got a rapper right there with a whole bunch of jewelry around his neck. He look at that. Look at AB. This AB. This what AB used to do. Swagged out. Swag at an all-time high, right? Swag at an all-time high. His swag was at an all-time high then, right? This AB, talking, looking flashy, looking fly. This AB, right? A lot of y'all whippersnappers don't know this here, right? This how AB used to come to the ring. This when he was AB, about billions. This when he was AB then, right? You know, so you see him rapping, doing a whole concert, dancing, looking like, hey, AB dancing every day. Where's Dad? There goes Daddy right here. Do y'all want to see his daddy brush his hair? His daddy used to brush his hair in the ring. Let's find it. Where's Daddy? Daddy, where the brush at? There you go. He got the jewelry around his neck. This when he fought Paulie Margellani. This when he fought Paulie, right? He beat Paulie, right? He beat Paulie. His daddy used to brush his hair in the ring, right? So I want to give it some proper perspective, right? Give it some proper perspective. That's the AB that I remember. The Can Man. I missed that AB, right? Now, when he fought this guy, the Can Man disappeared this night. This guy, for all of you guys who are Adrian Broner fans and you don't and you love AB, but you didn't know nothing about him 7 years ago because you wasn't watching boxing then. What y'all don't know is this here. This is the guy, is the reason why AB don't let his hands go. This guy right here. This was a cherry pick that went wrong. They picked this cherry. This cherry had 3 losses at the time. AB was the man at that time. He was the Can Man. Mexicans can get it. Puerto Ricans can get it. Dominicans can get it. Africans can get it. Americans can get it. He was the Can Man at that time. Guess what? This guy here was the can opener. Marcos Madonna, a cherry pick who did nobody think was going to win. He beat the brakes off of Adrian Broner that night. He won in a unanimous decision. Dropped him twice and everything. This subject matter today is about cherry picks that have gone wrong in the sport of boxing, right? Cherry picks that gone wrong. See, what happened was Marcos Madonna was supposed to lose. The only problem is Al Heyman and they forgot to tell Marcos Madonna that he was supposed to lose. They forgot to tell Madonna that he was supposed to lose, right? They forgot to tell him that. Johnny Blaze said, who the hell thought Madonna was a cherry bad matchup? Bro, listen, 7 years ago, Marcos Madonna had 3 losses. Marcos Madonna was not looked upon as no monster like that. This was before some of the big fights he had. He had a couple of big fights, but he wasn't looked upon like that. This is why they messed him up. Johnny Blaze, they messed him up with Marcos Madonna because they thought, hey, man, and Adrian Broner was that guy back then. He was that guy back then. You got to take that into consideration as well. Right? I remember this like it was yesterday. I was a huge Adrian Broner fan. I was like, boy, look at AB, boy, about billions. Jawan Rumble said AB showed a lot of heart that night. A lot of fighters would have laid down after getting dropped. He showed a lot of heart that fight in a losing battle. Unfortunately, Jawan heart don't, he showed a lot of heart that fight. But this was the fight. That, yeah, you're right. Madonna had lost to Khan. He had 3 losses. He lost to Mira Khan, right? But then, but you get what I'm saying though, right? AB was a heavy favorite in this fight. Madonna was not favored in this fight. They told AB, man, listen, and there was a lot of people like, man, he probably shouldn't just go up to welterweight like that. He should have just fought at 140. I'm just being honest with you. Shout out to Toon. Toon say, shout out to Toon.
Hey, okay.
For dropping that half for dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Toon side disagree. AB was never a busy fighter. His power just didn't carry with him. That's why he got a split decision against Paulie, because Paulie outworked him. And Madonna isn't a cherry pick at all. Almost beat Khan. Yeah, but listen, bro. I don't know how long. I don't know if you was watching boxing 7 years ago, Toon, but I remember this like it was yesterday. I lost a lot of money betting on AB. You saying that now? Well, Madonna ain't no cherry pick, bro. Y'all ain't keeping it 100 in here. Y'all are not keeping it 800. 7 years ago, I lost $500 in the fight. 7 years ago, AB was that guy. He was favored against Madonna. That Madonna fight was the beginning of the end for AB. All of this, now, hindsight is 2020. No, man, Madonna with no cherry pick. Boy, hush. Y'all can tell that shit to somebody else. This dude was the cherry pick by Al Heyman. They picked him to fight AB. Out of all the welterweights they could have picked, this is the guy that was picked. He was picked for a reason. They didn't look at Madonna as no killer or nothing like that. Listen, after the fight, the celebration was huge. He was not even expected to win. Johnny Blaze said Madonna was tough even back then. He had a couple of good names. Yes, he was. He was tough back then, but he wasn't picked to beat no AB. But I remember it like it was yesterday. Y'all, listen, y'all saying that now after the fact. I'm telling you, at this time, I was a diehard AB fan. I was like, no, hell no. I lost, bro. Listen, everybody that was with me in the gym lost money on this fight. Literally. Ain't a black man in America that was betting on Madonna. Now, Madonna probably had a lot of the Hispanics betting on him. But I'm saying the people who I was around, we were betting on AB. Everybody was on AB. Madonna beating AB ass. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? So now, this was a cherry pick that went wrong. Toon said he was a cherry pick, but Madonna turned out not to be a cherry. But I remember this like it was yesterday. Sheldon, he said 7 years ago, I told everyone who would listen that Madonna was going to whoop AB's ass. Yeah, I wouldn't have believed you if I knew you 7 years ago, Sheldon. I wouldn't have believed you. Johnny Blaze said that's true. Everyone had AB winning. Facts. Everybody, what I'm trying to tell you, bro. No, we can sit back now and say Madonna with no cherry pick. Bro, hush. Al Heyman cherry picked this dude for AB. AB, listen, AB sold this guy out. If you look at the press conferences, he said, AB, got drugged here on YouTube the next day by everyone and their mama. See, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. So I'm just saying. But I remember this like it was yesterday, bro. I remember this like it was yesterday. 7 years ago. 7 years ago, AB was that guy. Remember, they was talking about AB being the next Floyd Mayweather because he had the shoulder roll. He had the shoulder roll. He could fight in the pocket like Floyd. He had the shoulder roll. They was talking about AB being the next Floyd Mayweather. But I remember this like it was yesterday. Can't nobody tell me anything other than that. But they was talking about AB. Just look at some old news articles and some old videos 7 years ago, 8 years ago. They was talking about Adrian Broner being the next Floyd Mayweather. He was a three-time, he was a 3 or 4 division world champion at this time, weight division at this time. They were talking about AB being the next Floyd Mayweather, man. But I remember this like it was yesterday. But I remember it like it was yesterday. But I can show y'all the receipts on this. He was that, they was talking about him being the next Floyd Mayweather. George Hall say, I get you, coach, but the hardcore knew Madonna was serious. Yeah, the hardcore fans knew he was serious, knew they were serious. But guess what? I was an AB fan. I wasn't trying to hear that. He said, I remember this fight happened. I used to work at the Ballet in the Hilton Hotel at this time. He said, I was telling everyone who would listen, too. AB was going to get whooped. Yeah, bro, you would have got all of my money. You would have got, hey, Andy C, you would have got all of my money, bro. I lost $500 on this fight. He said, nah, AB was supposed to touch Madonna up, though. You know, they knew that Madonna had a tough, rough, and rugged style, but, you know, they figured AB would be able to handle that. They didn't know. Listen, let me tell you something. If Al Heyman and them knew that he was going to get his ass whooped to Madonna, they wouldn't have put him in the ring against him. They wouldn't have put him in the ring against him. AB was big back then, 3-division champ. Quick had Rick Ross walking him out to the ring. Yeah, that was a chair pick going wrong. Yeah, Jawad, you feel me? See, you remember that. You remember that. That's all I'm saying, dog. I ain't saying Madonna wasn't no killer. I'm just saying that they was talking about AB being the next Floyd Mayweather. He said, I remember all the Latino was going for Madonna after AB said he would beat him to learn Spanish. Yeah, he said that. He did say that. He did say that. He said, I believe they was looking at Madonna lost to Devin Alexander. Yeah, Madonna had lost to Devin. Madonna had three losses at this time. But this was the fight. I can't really play it, guys. This is the fight. He said, this is the fight right here. You see what I'm saying? Now, PBC don't even play, boys. So I can't even, you know what I mean? I am just move away from that. But this is the fight right here. AB got dropped. That was the first time he got dropped. And then he got dropped again. This was the fight to where, AB, matter of fact, AB threw a whole, I think he was dancing coming to the ring too. Hold on, let's see. Let's see, can I find it? Let's see, can I find it? See, a lot of these dudes, don't know. Yeah, a lot of these dudes don't know, man. That AB, that dudes who watching boxing now, they don't know AB was that guy. He was looked upon as that guy. You see what I'm saying? They don't know that. They don't know that AB was looked upon as that guy at that time. They don't know that AB was getting compared to Floyd Mayweather. So, I'm telling you, I get it. I know Madonna was rough and rugged, but bro, I lost $500, dog. Bro, I was $500. I was driving trucks then too. I was a truck driver then. So, $500 is a lot of damn money. Here you go. Here you go right here. Here you go right here. This AB right here, this the Madonna. I think this is a Madonna fight. I think his dad was brushing his hair in the ring. AB, look at he looking all flashy. Look at his daddy. Look at that. Look at that. Does that look at that? Look, this AB. This the AB, right? This AB. Daddy brushing his hair. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, that's what y'all listen. This was the lead up all the way up to the Marcos Madonna fight. This AB talking trash to Madonna. Madonna sitting right here. So I hear what you guys saying. Madonna is this guy and this and that and yada 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 yada. Bro, look, nobody was betted on this dude outside of the Hispanic community. This the lead. I remember this like it was yesterday, dog. This the lead up. So that's all I'm saying. I can't play it because it's Showtime stuff. But that's all I'm saying. He ain't been the same since, right? So we saw Jellion Love, Mama running to the ring. We saw AB got the swag knocked out of him, right? We saw RIP to the champ Tommy Morrison lose to a guy that had 11 professional fights. Now let's move on to my guy. Now I want y'all to hear something about Mike Tyson before we move on. Before we move on to now, I'm not even going to show. I got Deontay Wilder as well, but I'm not going to. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna pull up Wilder too. Let's pull up Wilder. Let's pull up Wilder because I'm gonna use this as a teaching moment. I'm gonna use it as a teaching moment. I didn't even have Wilder video pulled up. There was no need. Everybody saw that already, right? Everybody saw that already. But I want you guys, remember the look that Tommy Morrison had on his face? I want to show you guys something. Remember the look that Tommy Morrison had on his face, right? Remember, I want you to remember that look. I want you to remember that look. I want you to remember this look because you're going to see it again. You're going to see this look again. That's why I want you to remember this look. You're going to see it again. See, this is what happens when you cherry pick, when the cherry pick goes wrong. And I'm finna let you guys hear something from Mike Tyson too. At this moment in time, I want you guys to see this. At this moment in time, I'm looking at Tommy Gunn again. I'm looking at Tommy Morrison again, right? Hold on. Looking at Tommy Morrison again. Pop! Oh, the uppercut. Hey, that's a meaning. Oh, that was the third knockdown. Okay, hold on. Here you go. Bap, bap, bap. Hold on, guys. Hold on. I want you to see this look. I want you to see this look. I want you to see this look because I'm trying to prove a point, guys. I want you to see this look. The look of disbelief. When you pick a cherry and the cherry is supposed to go down, but the cherry don't get the memo that he's supposed to lose. I want you to get this look. I want you to see this look. See this look on Tommy Morrison's face. This is first knockdown. He got knocked down by the cherry pick. This is a look of disbelief. You're going to see this look again, guys. We're going to see this look again. Let's go to hold on. Let's go to AB, About Billions. Let's go to About Billions, guys. Let's go to About Billions. I want you to see the look. I want you to see the look. I want you to see the look, right? This is the look. There's no shame in a fighter losing a fight. Hold on, guys. There's no shame. I don't want y'all to see the commercials though. There's no shame in a fighter losing a fight. There's no shame in a fighter losing a fight. No shame in that at all. They're warriors. But the look of disbelief. The look of disbelief is what I'm talking about. I want to show you the look of disbelief at this. Hold on, I'm finna show you something. He's tired. I'm looking at Adrian Broner right now, guys. At this moment right here, guys, AB realizes, look at the look on his face. At this moment, he realizes he don't fucked up. AB, the guy who, before this fight started, he was looked upon as being the next Floyd Mayweather. Listen, this is when he realized, man, I done messed up. This ain't working out as planned. Right? And this is not me banging on AB. I'm just calling it like it is, right? Now, Tommy Morrison, look at that look on his face. He getting out the camera. He got a look. He realizes, wait a minute, man. This ain't working out. AB right here. Look at that look and look at this look. Both of these looks are looks of disbelief. Looks of disbelief. Same look. Two different people. One a heavyweight, one was a welterweight. Two different looks, right? Okay, we're gonna move on. Now we saw the look with Jay Leon Love. We saw Jay Leon. We don't see Jay Leon already. We don't see Jay Leon Love already. We don't see this already. Mama had to come to the ring. Fell again. Mama right there, holding her baby. There go mama right there. That's kind of mama you need. She holding her baby right there. So we don't saw this, right? So we saw mama holding her baby. We saw AB We saw Tommy Morrison. Looks of disbelief, right? Now, we finna go over here to Mike Tyson. I'm finna pull Mike Tyson. Matter of fact, I got to pull Wild and Fury up. I got to pull Wild and Fury up because I want you to see the look of disbelief here too. You know, again, cherry pick going wrong. Tyson Fury was 700-pound cokehead. Shout out to the Puro Central.
Hey, okay.
For dropping that quarter of a disarm on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Puro Central says, I like the can man. He said, I like the can man better. I like the can man better myself, coach. Yeah. So, I want you guys to see this. This is the Tyson Fury and Wilder 2 fight. Wilder looks fierce, got a serious look on his face, right? Look at the look on Fury's face. You know, I don't want to play it because look at the look on Fury's face. So you look at the look on Fury's face, right? You know, he got a look of like, you know what? This ain't gonna turn out the way you think it's gonna turn out. This ain't gonna be like the first fight, right? Now this was the famous. Remember, the lead up to this fight was the To This Day.
To this day.
That was the Radio Raheem interview, the To This Day interview. You guys remember that? This became very racial by Wilder. My people been fighting for 400 years. You know what I mean? You know, yada, 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 yada. You know, he's playing like he's creating the mental health and all that stuff there. I'm going to knock his ass out. I'm going to do this and do that. And that's fine. But listen, I'm going to tell you something. Nobody black that I knew was betting on Tyson Fury. We knew that he was getting his ass whooped. He was getting put to sleep. We knew this. Right? You know what I mean? I lost money on the first fight. I didn't even bet money on the second fight because guess what? I couldn't get nobody to bet against Wilder. I couldn't get nobody to bet against Wilder. Literally. I couldn't get nobody to bet against Wilder. He said, El Fury, I have to say, ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with El Fury. But guess what, though? So I couldn't get nobody to bet against Wilder. So I couldn't make nothing on this. Wilder got that look on his face like, yeah, boy, you already know what time it is. He said, you already know what time it is. But let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. At this moment in time, I think Wilder realizes I got to catch him with that right hand. Wilder know I got to catch him with that right hand. He got that hammer from Alabama waiting on him. Right? So we're going to take it all the way back to the end. Hold on, guys. We're going to take it all the way back to the end, right? Bear with me one moment. Now, at this point, Chris White, shout out to Chris White.
Hey, okay.
For dropping that quarter of a dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Chris White said, we have proof of Madonna's glove padding tampering, video proof of Tyson Fury glove flapping, and Wilder's dented skull. If you're going to speak on it, speak on it. Okay. All right, Chris. So Chris says, we have proof of Marcos Madonna's padding tampering. This is the reason why Adrian Broner lost to Marcos Madonna. He didn't lose because he lost to the better man that night. He lost because Marcos Madonna tampered with his gloves. And then the other 3 losses that he got against Sean Porter, Mikey Garcia, or whatever the case may be, I don't know, was there any glove tampering with that? So we're just going to rub that. Chris White says, if we're going to talk about it, let's talk about it. So Adrian Broner only lost because Marcos Madonna cheated with the gloves. Okay, cool. All right, so that's the narrative. Now, Tyson Fury had the flappy gloves in the first fight. He didn't win that fight, right? Chris Colbert in a interview with Nestor Gibbs, him and Danny Garcia was in the gym. I got the video, got the receipts. He said that with the, I forgot what kind of gloves they was. He said, you can bend your wrist back in a 90-degree angle. This is what Chris Colbert said. Danny Garcia said, yeah, I can do the same thing. I can do the same thing with that glove. I had the receipts. I ain't going about nobody saying in the chat. I got the receipts where they said it. But that's neither here nor there. Tyson Fury cheated in the first fight with the gloves. I get with the narrative. And then Wilder got a dented skull. Okay, cool. So we're going to speak on it. We're going to speak on it. So Wilder got a dented skull. At this moment right here, this guy he's bloody. Both of them bloody. He's licking blood at this point. Chris White. At this moment in time, he's licking blood at this point. Now let's keep moving though. Let's keep moving, Chris. Chris, I want you to follow me, brother. I want you to follow me. Tyson Fury did it Wilder skull. Okay, he did it Wilder skull. Okay, we got that. He did it Wilder skull. The autopsy revealed that as well. There was an autopsy done, and the autopsy showed that. Okay, so let me do this. And now, remember, I'm showing you guys the look. I want you to see the looks that I'm telling you about. I want you to see the looks that I'm telling you about. Chris White said Adrian ain't threw a punch since that fight. He never recovered from that loss. No, he didn't.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Chris White for dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
But I'm trying to show you guys something, guys. Listen, there's no shame in a fighter losing. Fighters lose all the time. Fighters lose all the time. It happens. It happens, right? It happens. I want to show you something. At this point in time, look at the look on his face. Look at the look on Wilder's face. It was at this moment he realized. Now look at the look at referee face. Jack, I forgot his name. Kenny Bayless. Look at the look at Kenny Bayless. He's looking at Wilder. He's looking into Wilder's eyes like, something ain't right with this boy. I'm getting ready to stop this fight. Remember, he told Wilder in the 6th round when they was in the corner, he said, listen, man, I'm going to have to step in. I'm going to have to stop this fight or you don't show me something. He told Wilder in the corner, if you don't show me something, I'm going to have to stop this fight. This is what he said. Look at the look on Wilder's face. So, this is not to make mockery of Deontay Wilder. I'm not here to make mockery of Deontay Wilder. So I don't want anyone thinking I'm picking at Wilder. I'm not. I just want to show you something, though. Look at the look at Wilder's face. Look at the look on Tommy Morrison's face. Look at the look on Adrian Broner's face. These 3 fighters realized at this moment in time that the cherry pick went wrong. Remember, he was looked upon, Adrian Broner was looked upon as the next AB and the next Floyd Mayweather. This fight was not supposed to be tough. The only problem is Marcos Madonna did not get the memo. He didn't know that he was supposed to be a cherry pick. They didn't tell him, look, man, you're supposed to take a dive.
To this day.
You're supposed to take a dive in this fight. He was like, no, hell no. Look at the look on AB face. He looking like, what in the hell is going on? Tommy Morrison, wait a minute, this fight is not supposed to be this hard. I thought this guy only has 11 professional fights. I am 38-1. This guy has the look of a 38-1 fighter fighting a fighter who has 11 professional fights. This guy's looking like, wait a minute. This dude was 700 pounds on coke. In the first fight, he was fighting on the back foot, and I was coming forward. On this fight, he's coming front foot dominant. He has me fighting on the back foot. I do not know how to fight on the back foot. What in the hell is going on? Mark Nash says, Pac had that look against Ugas. You hit the nail right on the head. Ugas, I guess, Ugas was supposed to lose that fight, but I guess he didn't get the memo. But I wouldn't say that was a cherry pick. That's not an example of a cherry pick because Pacquiao never picked to fight Ugas. Al Heyman put Ugas in there. So, you know what I mean? But I'm trying to show you something. This guy was a cherry pick. Remember, this guy was 700 pounds just a year or some change ago. He was fresh off of sniffing he was fresh off coke. Wilder pulled him off of his couch. He said in several interviews, you was on coke when I found you. I pulled you off of the couch and I gave you an opportunity. Remember he said that? I gave you an opportunity. You was on coke and fat and overweight, 700 pounds. I pulled you off of the couch and I gave you an opportunity. Yeah, that's what he said. Now look at the look on his face. Tommy Morrison, Adrian Broner. Cherry pick went wrong. Cherry pick went wrong. Cherry pick went wrong. Now, let's go to Mike Tyson. Let's go to Mike Tyson. I want you guys to hear what Mike Tyson had to say. This is very telltale. I want you guys to hear what Mike Tyson had to say. This is from Mike Tyson's podcast, right? This is from Mike Tyson's podcast. I want you guys to hear what Mike Tyson had to say. Hold on, guys. Let me go ahead and play it through the Bluetooth. I want you to hear what Mike Tyson had to say. Mike Tyson fought Buster Douglas. Mike Tyson was a 42-1 favorite. Buster Douglas was a 42-1 underdog. Nobody on the planet Earth was picking Buster Douglas to win. Nobody, right? Nobody was picking Buster Douglas to win. Nobody. Let's go. Let's go. It hurt me to my heart. Now, if I start crying, guys, don't get upset with me. If I start crying. You know, it's still kind of emotional to me, watching Mike lose to Buster Douglas like this. But I have to be unbiased. I got to tell it the way it is. Now, this is my main man, Iron Mike Tyson, who I was a fanboy of before in the ring. Now, he just got through. He snorted coke, tricking. He didn't train. Why? I'm fighting Buster Douglas. I ain't fighting nobody. I'm going to knock this dude out the way I knock the rest of those dudes out. The only problem is Buster Douglas did not get the memo. I was a fanboy of Mike Tyson. I was 16 years old when he lost his fight. Cried. Just imagine a whole bunch of jitterbugs in an apartment and mixed with some OGs and your hero get knocked out in Japan by another black man in Japan. And y'all bust out crying. I'm finna show y'all something. Finna show y'all something. Now, Buster Douglas beating the brakes off of Mike Tyson. Look at Buster. Buster ain't playing. Now, I can't play it, guys. He beating the brakes off Mike. Boy, he beating Mike, boy. He putting that work in on Mike, boy. This one, Mike, he caught Buster Douglas with the uppercut. He caught him. He caught him right there, right? I can't play it because it's ESPN. But Mike getting the brakes beat off of him. Here you go right here. Now, Buster Douglas, guys, was a what? 42-1 underdog. Mike Tyson, this is a true story. Mike Tyson was up all night snorting cocaine with Bobby Brown. This is a true story. He was coming down here to Miami, hanging out with Convertible Bird and all of that stuff there. Anybody if you from Miami, Convertible Bird was from Carroll City. Old school, D-boy, y'all look him up. Convertible Bird, he didn't even trade for Buster Douglas. Buster Douglas had just lost his mother. His mother just died. And he told his mother he was going to be heavyweight champion of the world before she passed away. He had all the motivation in the world. I think this fight was in Tokyo. If I'm not mistaken. I think this fight was in Tokyo, right, guys? Yeah, I think this was in Tokyo. Right? This is what happened to my dog, Mike Tyson. Got a big golf ball on his eye. This guy right here, watch this sequence of punches. Watch this. Watch Buster. Pop. Pop, right cross. Pop, left hook. Pop. Boom. Oh, uppercut. Oh, my God. Oh, don't do him like that. Oh my God. God damn. Woo, boy, I'm having flashbacks. I can't do it no more. I'm having flashbacks. I'm about to cry right now. Y'all. I'm about to cry right now. This is my hero. I'm seeing Buster Douglas put these MC hammers on my dog. He put them paws on him like little Scrappy. This is what Buster Douglas did to one of my favorite heavyweights of all time, who I was a fanboy of. This is what I had to go through. Imagine me being 16 years old, crying watching this. Me and 20 other niggas in the apartment, in the trap, right? Did this to my dog. Mike didn't know where he was at. Watch this, guys. Watch this. Mike, now, remember when Tyson Fury got dropped against Wilder? And they were saying, man, when he was out of there, the referee, Fury laid on his back for a little bit, and the referee could have waved it off, but he kept counting. This guy counted in this fight, right, for Mike. Look at Mike. Look at the look on his face. Let's start right here. Look at the look on Mike Tyson's face. Look at the look on Mike Tyson's face. It was at this moment he realized, man, this, what the hell happened? Buster Douglas beat the brakes off Mike Tyson. He said, coach in the cold sweat. Ronald Finkley say, that should be how you knock him over. KRL says, I watch my favorite fighter get starts in fights. Bro, listen, bro. Bro, I feel like crying right now. Y'all don't know. I'm trying to save face right now. I feel like crying right now, dog. Like, I'm having post-traumatic syndrome. Oh, what happened? Hey, Mr. T say, you'll be all right. Run it back. He want to run it back. Hey, I can't do it no more. I can't do it. Watch this, though. Watch this. Hold on. Watch Mike, though. Look what Mike do. Look what Mike do. Mike don't know where he at. He put the mouthpiece. Look at her. They had to wave it off. Mike put the mouthpiece in his mouth sideways and everything. A cherry pick going wrong. Cherry pick going wrong right here, right? So let's go right here. Let's go. Here you go. At this moment, here you go, guys. Here you go. At this moment, he knew that shit was real. Now look at the look on Mike Tyson's face right here, guys. Look at the look on Mike Tyson's face. At this moment, he knew it was real. Now look at the look on Mike Tyson's face. Look at the look on Tommy Morrison's face. Look at the look on Adrian Broner's face. And look at the look on Deontay Wilder's face. What did you see? Tell me, you guys tell me in the chat, what did you see? Tell me, what do you see? What do this look, and this look have in common? He say that was a sad next day at school. Bro, I didn't even go to school that day. No, matter of fact, that fight happened on a Saturday, so we didn't have to go to school. I skipped school Monday. I skipped school that following Monday in the goddamn way. I was mourning for a week. What? Pooja let him say disbelief. Pooja let him say disbelief. Bon Scott said that bed needs some Tweety Pies flying around his head. Do you notice the look? Look at the look on AB face. Oh, Jayleon Love, we can't even, this is mama right here. His mama, Jayleon Love, beautiful mother. Her look has it all. Look over here. Tenderoni, she in disbelief. Tenderoni in disbelief. This Tenderoni, she put her head down. Look, I don't know if you guys saw this. Look, this Tenderoni put her head down on her man's lap or somebody's lap. Maybe this is her man. Maybe this wasn't her man. She put her head down on another man or maybe her man's lap. They was in shock. She crying. Literally ain't nowhere to be seen. Mama boo-hoo crying. All the tender, Jayleon Love made all the tenderonis cry. And look over here, the judges. These good white folks over here. These good white folks looking like, oh my God, is he going to be okay? The referee is holding him by his arm and hips. Mama holding him by the arms. Bro, this is just, but you'd have thought somebody died that day. You'd have thought somebody died that day. Everybody looked shocked. Do you want to know why everybody was shocked, guys? This is the lesson of the story. Everybody was shocked because these guys were not supposed to lose, because these fights were cherry-picked fights. These fights was cherry-picked fights. Don't let nobody tell you nothing different. This was a cherry-picked fight for Floyd Mayweather, Al Haymon, them, and Floyd Mayweather, Al Haymon, them cherry-picked this dude. Medina, I think that was his name. Medina was supposed to lose. The only problem is Medina didn't get the memo. Now, for all you pro-blacks out there, and I get it. For all you pro-black militants out there, I get it. Me coming from the Nation of Islam, mama being the Black Panther and all that stuff there, I get it. So that's a joke. You know, I get what you're saying. He said good white folks on this show. Bruh, chill out. It's a joke. I don't know these people. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. But these good white folks looking over here in concern, right? Jelly L Love is getting up. Mama there holding his on. Adrian Broner knew right then that this don't got real. He knew he was in trouble. Tommy Morrison, like, you know, when here I don't got dropped twice by a guy who only had 11 fights. Deontay Wilder looking like, what in the hell is going on? This is not the 700-pound coked up Tyson Fury that I fought in 2018 last year, 2 years ago. Shout out to Double A. Shout out to Double A. Double A, what's going on, fam?
Hey, okay.
For dropping that hundo on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Double A say, coach, I'm back. I got my back end money. Dropping that hundo. Respect to everyone in the chat that rock with the channel, like Lisa Bell, Shelton, Halim, and can't forget about Karma Serene, like Lennox Lewis, to the scene. I just want to say happy birthday to Lady Shan, the queen. Okay, he rhyming. Yeah, today Lady Shan birthday, y'all. He busting a rhyme right now, dog. So, Double A, what's going on, fam? Yeah, he said he dropped the hundo. I feel like blue right now. Hey, y'all got to tighten up in the chat, man. Y'all got to tighten up in the chat. Because I feel like blue right now. Blue blood be getting big money. Hey, man, listen, man. Hey, listen. But anyway, shout out to Double A the Sagittarius, man.
Hey, okay.
But, bruh, back to what I was saying, though. Back to what I was saying. All of these fights were cherry pick fights. Listen, this fight was not supposed to be difficult. This guy was 700 pounds on coke coming out of the UK. In the first fight he ran, he was on the back foot. Second fight, goddamn, look at the look on his face. Look at the look on Mike Tyson's face. Cherry pick went wrong. I'm going to prove to you guys that this was a cherry pick. Mike Tyson going to see it. Shout out to Rod Nail.
Hey, okay.
For dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Rod Nail, so I had to drop a super chat for the good white folks comment. Hey, good white folks, man. You know, hey, he said, coach, just need 400 more. Hey, listen, man. Listen. Hey, show the old boy some love. Hey, listen, man. Demeter, he said, you need to slander Latino fighters to be like Blue Bloods. Yeah, you know, I ain't gonna, you know, I ain't gonna get into the race. Now I can get into the race hustling, but I ain't gonna do that. I did that. You know, I did that, man. I ain't gonna do that. That ain't my style. Now let me turn off of this because I got tears in my eyes right now. I have tears in my eyes right now. Got to turn off from this. Now let's listen to Mike Tyson though. Let's listen to Mike Tyson, guys. I want to share something with you. I'm gonna prove to you this was a cherry pick that went wrong. Now this is Mike Tyson's podcast. Please subscribe to Mike Tyson podcast. You know he doing good. This is Mike Tyson hot boxing with Mike Tyson. Watch what Mike Tyson say.
Two flavors bursting onto the scene.
Cherry pick. Mike Tyson gonna tell it like it is. Here you go. Here you go.
But there, but it's unwritten.
Now this is Mike Tyson talking.
It's talking about your glory date, that one moment. For Buster Douglas' life, he has a job. Tell us about you upsetting Mike Tyson. What was it like beating Mike Tyson? He was invincible. How did you beat him? Yeah. You're nothing. How did that work out?
Now hear what he said. He said Buster Douglas had one job, to beat Mike Tyson. He said, how did you beat him? You were nothing. How did you beat him? You were nothing. Mike Tyson was invincible. Does that sound familiar, guys? Let's move on down the yellow brick road. We finna go down memory lane for a minute. We're fixing to go down memory lane for a minute. Mike Tyson said Buster Douglas only had one job. He beat Mike Tyson. How did you beat him? How did you upset him? You were nothing. Mike Tyson was invincible. That was the aura around the guy that I was a fanboy of, Mike Tyson. I'm finna bring it home, guys. We finna land this plane. When Mike Tyson lost to Buster Douglas, I cried for a week. I had about 15 dudes. We was looking for Buster Douglas so we can jump Buster Douglas. That's how serious the fanboyism was. Now we never left our city, so I don't know how we was gonna beat Buster Douglas up without leaving the city. But you get what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying. That's how deluded I was. See, when you're a fanboy, you become deluded in fanboyism. Mike Tyson talked about this, right? This guy was unbeatable at the time. He was supposed to be the next Floyd Mayweather. His fans, including myself, was in shock when he lost to Marcos Maidana. He was flashy. He was fly. This was AB. He had the gift of gab. He was dancing he threw a concert before he came to the ring. He was dancing, rapping on the way to the ring. His daddy was brushing his hair in the ring. It got real in this fight. He ain't been the same since. Shocked. How did this, look at the look on his face. How is this happening? I'm AB. I am the heir apparent to Floyd Mayweather. This dude is a cherry pick. Al Heyman assured me that this was just going to be, Al Heyman and Sam Watkins assured me that this was just going to be a touch-up. And I was going to beat this dude. Why is he fighting me so hard? He knew right then he had effed up. Because he had this thought of being invincible, that could nobody beat him. That, or even if could nobody beat him, he had this thought that this guy was not going to beat him, Marcos Maidana. Cherry pick that went wrong, right? Halim say not listening, coach. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? He said, Jeff Luciano said, would have heard about it in the news that Douglas punches holes in chests of groups of teenagers. Hey, bro, listen. But we would have found Buster Douglas. I'm telling you, boy, he would have got that work. Well, he was gonna get. We were gonna jump him now. He was not gonna get a one-on-one. We were gonna jump Buster Douglas. We were gonna jump him now. I'm telling you, he was gonna get jumped because one-on-one we'd have got our ass whooped. We know that. But together, oh yeah, he would have had to whoop all 15 of us. Just letting you know. But at this moment in time, the invincibility. Look at the look on this guy's face, Tommy Morrison. He had one loss, but he lost to Ray Mercer. He felt like he was invincible, right? Because he's fighting an inferior fighter. The guy has 11 fights. This dude, Bentt, had 11 fights. This guy had 39 fights. He was 38-1. The guy he was fighting was 10-1. He was hyped up as he was the Great White Hope too. Tommy Morrison, all due respect to Tommy Morrison, RIP to the champ, Tommy Morrison. He also was the Great White Hope. And he had a hell of a knockout record. But he fought tomato cans most of his career. All of his career, he fought tomato cans. Just being honest with you. I could pull up his resume and show it to you. R.I.P. to Tommy Morrison. Much love for Tommy Morrison. He was a good fighter, though, but he had the left foot. He was strong, and that was it. He lost, right? Let's move on. We saw this look. He had a look of invincibility. Remember this fight, Deontay Wilder, he was the baddest man on the planet. Remember what they were saying? He's the hardest hitting puncher in the history of the heavyweight division. Based on what? When he knocked out Romain Stavern. He knocked out Dominique Brazil. He knocked out King Kong Ortiz, who was the boogeyman of the division, according to Al Heyman. So he had this aura of invincibility. So just imagine being a fanboy of Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson losing. Imagine being a fanboy of Adrian Broner. Adrian Broner losing. Imagine being a fanboy of Tommy Morrison. Tommy Morrison losing. Imagine being a fanboy of Jalen Love. Jalen Love losing. So what happens is when you are a fanboy of a fighter, when that fighter loses, you make excuses for why that fighter lost. Remember what the brother said? Remember what the brother said in the chat? He said, man, we have videos that Marcos Maidana took the padding out of his gloves. So that tells me that that guy was a fan of Adrian Broner, just like I was, just like I am, right? fanboy maybe of Adrian Broner, and we got to come up with an excuse for why he lost. You see what I'm saying? See, when you are a fanboy of a fighter, or you are having emotional investment in the fighter, when they lose, you cannot accept the fact that they took an L. So he had to lose because it was some shenanigans that went on, right? That's what we do as fans. When we love a fighter so much, man, we gonna find, listen, when Tyson lost, I blamed this guy. It was his fault. The white man's fault. Remember, I was militant at that time too. I was militant and very radical at 16 years old. I was militant and very radical at 16 years old. So I hated white folks. This white man right here, this white man, you saw how they treated the black man? This what I was saying. This what I was saying back then. The white man cheated the black man. Now, not realizing that it was two black fighters in the ring. It was two black fighters in the ring now. It doesn't fit the logic, but guess what? This is what I was saying. You know, in my racist mind, I was like, this white man is the reason why Mike Tyson lost. Not because Buster Douglas put them paws on him. Not because Buster Douglas he said, why have they never done a proper measurement of Wilder's punching power like they did? I don't even know. Peter Von Art say, so if Canelo loses, we'll hear a bunch of excuses. I don't know. I don't know. We might, more than likely. He say Wilder would have lost the first fight. He got the distance correct and KO Fury. It should have been called off, but Fury was winning. No, well, you know what? I can show you, Ronald Finkley, I can show you fights that other referees have done, black referees, where a fighter, Kenny Bayless to be exact, where a fighter gets knocked down like that, like what Fury did, and he counted. He didn't just wave it off, he counted. So there are situations where that happened. But I get what you're saying though. But this how sick and deluded I was with my fanboyism. I blame the white man. This how sick I was, guys. I blame the white. This because I was a militant. I was a radicalized militant at that time. 16 years old. I blame this. It was his fault that Mike Tyson lost. Not the uppercut that Buster Douglas hit him with. Not the left hook and the right hook that he hit him with. That wasn't the reason why he lost. He lost because of the white man. So what happens is when you are a fanboy or when you are emotionally in love with a fighter, you cannot accept when your fighter gets defeated because in your mind, this fighter is unbeatable. He cannot lose. Do you get what I'm saying? So, should he have counted Buster Douglas out in the eighth round when Mike Tyson dropped him? He probably should have. It was a 13 count, but that ain't no goddamn excuse. He got his ass whooped. Hurt me to my heart, right? So, look on his face. I bet on him. Well, I didn't bet any money on him because I couldn't get nobody to bet me. But I was in disbelief this night. Black History Month. Now just imagine. Black History Month. I said, Wilder ain't gonna lose on Black History Month. Nobody was going to tell me that this white guy right here that was 700 pounds on coke, overweight, was going to beat my brother right here who was fighting on Black History Month. And he was doing it for his people. That's how psyched out I was. I was like, man, oh, hell no. Tyson Fury ass out of there. He out of there. Tyson Fury said that he was going to come right at Wilder and put him on the back foot. He said, I didn't believe Tyson Fury. I thought Tyson Fury was lying like he always do. I said, oh, man, that man ain't going to do none of that, man. When Wilder hit him this time, he going to make sure he don't get back up. He said, damn, coach, I wish I was better against you. Yeah, you'd have took all my money. I blame the drugs and the Asian women when Mike lost. Hold on, but I'm finna show you something, though. But the similarities to this guy and this guy is this. He had an aura around him. He was invincible. Nobody can beat him. I think this guy right here is Skip Bayless. Yeah, that's Skip Bayless right here. This is Skip Bayless right here. You can't see his face real good, but this is Skip Bayless. Skip Bayless was here that night covering this fight. This is the famous Skip Bayless that was on ESPN and now on Fox. Skip Bayless right there. 21 years, 31 years ago. 31 years ago. Right? So, this guy was invincible. Baddest man on the planet. Can't nobody, baddest man on the planet. Can't nobody beat me. Bomb squad, hardest hitting heavyweight in the history of the heavyweight division. Remember that? So when he lost, his fans did the exact same thing that I did when he lost. We blamed everybody. I blamed the white man right here. I blamed Buster Douglas for hitting him too hard. I blamed Don King. I blamed Skip Bayless. I blamed everybody but the left hand and the right hand of Buster Douglas. This guy fans did the exact same thing. He didn't lose. He got cheated. This guy didn't lose. He got cheated. As the guy said in the chat, well, AB really didn't lose. And Madonna cheated him because he took the padding out of his gloves. And this guy, black people was happy that he lost. Because we took it to the man. You see what I'm saying? But his fans probably felt like something too, right? But let's listen to what Mike Tyson says. Let's listen to what Mike Tyson says. I'm going somewhere with this, guys. Check this out. Let's see what Mike Tyson says.
He's talking about your glory date, that one moment. For Buster Douglas' life, he has a job. Tell us about you upsetting Mike Tyson. What was it like beating Mike Tyson? He was invincible. How did you beat him? Yeah. You're nothing. How did that work out? They have that for the rest of their life.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
You were at the fight?
Yeah.
How was the energy in there?
Oh, everybody thought he was going to kill him easy.
I mean, we were planning the after party.
Mhm.
I flew in the party,
Wow.
Me too.
Listen.
They did that.
This guy, hold on. This guy say, hold on, I'm finna show you something. See this guy right here? They asked this guy, they said, did you see the fight? He asked him, he said, did you see the fight? He said, yeah, man. He said, man, he said, we was planning the after party. He said they was planning the after party when Mike Tyson fought Buster Douglas. Mike Tyson said, me too. This was a serious cherry pick, but I'm trying to bring something home to right now today. You see, he said they planned the after party. When Mike Tyson fought Buster Douglas, we was at a fight party. We was smoking weed. We was drinking at 16 years old. Me and my homeboy, 16, 17, 18. We had some dudes in there, 25, 26, older cats, because we hung around the older cats when I was growing up. When I was growing up, I hung around the older cats, the OGs in the neighborhood, right? We had a fight party. We just knew Mike Tyson was going to run through this dude. Guess what? Everybody who betted on this dude just knew he was going to run through this white boy, Tyson Fury. I damn sure did. But guess what happened, though? You see the look on his face? And you see the look on his face. See the look on his face? See the look on his face? And we can't even see the look on his face. He out of there. It's a done daughter for him. Done daughter, AB, Tommy Gunn, the Bronze Bomber, Iron Mike. 5 cherry picks. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 cherry picks that went wrong. Let's listen to what Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson said, yeah, I was. Hold on, let me let y'all hear that again.
They have that for the rest of their life.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
You were at the fight?
Yeah.
How was the energy in there?
Oh, everybody thought he was going to kill him easy.
I mean, we were planning the after party.
Mhm.
I flew in the party.
Wow.
Me too. They did that with me too.
For the win.
Oh, nigga, fuck. Nigga, I'm
This dude's about to be champ
nigga,
again.
I'm chilling. I'm fucking amazed and shit. I'm going to knock this nigga out. I'm knocked everybody. I knock niggas out to knock them out.
Mike Tyson said he was so confident Mike Tyson said that he was so confident that he was going to beat Buster Douglas. He said he was having sex with the maids. He said that I just knew I'm just going to knock this nigga out. I don't knock niggas out who knocked them out. He was so confident that he was going to beat this guy. Mike Tyson didn't train. Mike Tyson did not train for this fight. Guess what? I honestly believe that Deontay Wilder did not train for this fight. He'll probably never admit it. His fan base will never admit it. His fan base has been so radicalized, just like I was, that no. He didn't lose. He just got cheated. Same thing I felt when he just got lost. I blame Don King. I blame Skip Bayless, who you see right here. I blame this white referee. I blamed everybody but Buster Douglas. I was mad at Buster. You see what I'm saying? So I'm trying to show you guys something. The fanboyism. Here you go. Now, he had a aura of invincibility. Baddest man on the planet. Nobody can beat me. You got to be perfect for 12 rounds. I got to be perfect for 2 seconds. He just said it again in a recent interview. You got to be perfect for 12 rounds. I got to be perfect for 2 seconds. That's how bad I am. Guess what? He didn't get the memo, though. This is what happens when lack of preparation meets preparation. When you are not prepared for the task at hand, because this is a cherry pick. And the cherry pick is like, I'm fixing to put them paws on you, boy. This is what happens when lack of preparation meets readiness. It's a recipe for disaster. Mike Tyson was snorting coke with Bobby Brown. He said he was having sex with the maid and everything. He was getting ready for the after party. Let's listen to what else he said. Now, this guy's fans won't admit it. They ain't gonna admit nothing. These fans ain't gonna admit a goddamn thing. Oh, if you're looking for his fans to admit something, you gonna be waiting a long time. Them niggas ain't gonna admit nothing. To this day, they in denial. And anybody who do not go along with the narrative is a coon, Uncle Tom, sellout, Sambo, buck dancing for Whitey, and whatever adjective or decorative noun they want to use or adjective they want to use to describe you. I'm trying to show you guys something. I'm trying to show you the parallels between this guy being invincible. Can't nobody beat him. He's the baddest man on the planet. Don't you hear this now with this guy before he lost? Baddest man on the planet. Can't nobody beat him, right? Tommy Morrison was a bad man. He wasn't the baddest man on the planet, but he was a bad boy. He picked the wrong cherry that night. AB, about billions, he was going to run through Marcos Madonna. And Jay Leon loved this. I don't know what to say. But let's continue on, guys.
This nigga, right? So, as we know, that didn't happen, right? And now you have to deal with that with yourself.
Was that hard? Because
no, Mike Tyson said something very telling. He said, "Man, Buster Douglas beat him." I want you guys to hear this again. You probably missed this.
Dude's about to be champ
nigga,
again.
I'm chilling. I'm fucking the maids and shit. I'm gonna knock this nigga out. I'm knocked everybody. I knock niggas out to knock them out. What's the problem with this nigga, right? So, as we know, that didn't happen, right? And now you have to deal with that.
Now you heard what he said? He said, "Man, I'm sitting up. I'm sleeping with the maid. I'm getting ready for the after party. I'm finna knock this nigga out. Yada 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 yada. Blase squaze." He said, "Man, as you know, that didn't happen." He said, now you have to deal with that. Let's stop right there. Let's start with now you have to deal with that. Where am I going at with this? In his mind, he was the baddest man on the planet. Could nobody beat him. He was invincible. In his mind, he was the baddest man on the planet. Could nobody beat him. He was invincible. This guy says that when he lost, And after he told himself all of these things, now he has to deal with that. He has to deal with, what is that? I got to deal with the fact that I got beat. He say it wasn't the Tyson fault. You see, baby boy, you see, it was the white man that sent him to Japan. Our brothers don't belong in Japan. They gave him some cat fried rice, baby boy. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. You get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying now? Blood. Nobody wants to leave BBC. You get what I'm saying now? Ronald Finkley says, the realest boxing talk. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, you ain't gonna see the way I'm talking on this show. You ain't gonna get this nowhere else. You ain't gonna get it not like this. He says, now you have to deal with you. So this is what Mike Tyson saying, Sheldon. He said, now you got to deal with the fact that all of these things that you told yourself, you was invincible. You fixing to go party. Man, you finna go knock this nigga out. You the baddest man on the planet. Buster Douglas ain't nobody. But that nobody beat your ass. Now you got to deal with the reality that you not the guy who you thought you were. Are you picking up what I'm putting down, guys? This guy has not dealt with that yet. His fans have not dealt with that yet. His supporters and the fanboys have not dealt with that yet. So in their mind, the white man is responsible. The Mexican man, Mauricio Suleiman of the WBC, is responsible. The black man, Kenny Bayless, is responsible. The other black man who got fired, Mark Breland, is responsible. The Nevada Athletic Commission, who allowed Tyson Fury to cheat in their eyes, is responsible. The water bottle is responsible. The members of the LGBT community, the Glam Squad, is responsible. Just in case you guys don't know who the Glam Squad is,
Deontay is one of them. So it was a big opportunity. Deontay's wife came in the store.
So that's the Glam Squad. This is who they look like. I'm not trying to play, but that's who they look like. So the Glam Squad is responsible. Why? Because the Glam Squad is the guys from the LGBT community that created the costume that made his legs weak. This is not no shade. This is not no disrespect. I'm telling you, I know what they are going through because I went through it with Mike Tyson. I went through the exact same denial with Mike Tyson. So I know what you guys are going through. Trust me. It took me years to get over this. I had to go to therapy to get over this. I'm just joking about the therapy, but you get what I'm saying, baby boy. You see what it is, See what it is, baby boy. See what had happened was. I feel your pain. I understand where you coming from, dog. Trust me, I get it. But Mike Tyson said, now I got to deal with that. Let's continue.
Yourself.
Was that hard? Because
yeah. So, as we know, that didn't happen, right? And now you have to deal with that with yourself.
Was that hard? Because
yeah.
So he asked Mike Tyson, he said, was that hard to deal with yourself? He said, oh yeah. Guess what? This guy hasn't dealt with himself yet. He hasn't dealt with himself yet. And the reason why he hasn't dealt with himself, because his fanboys won't allow him to do it. He has an image and reputation he has to keep up. His ego, he hasn't dealt with himself yet. This is the problem. And until he deal with himself, you see this 700-pound cokehead that was a cherry pick? This boy here can fight. It's going to be the same result. But let's continue on. Mike, what you got to say, baby boy?
Arrogant fucking nigga. Who do you think you are? Do you really think you God, motherfucker? You're a fucking uneducated nigga that just learned how to fight, and you unappreciated piece of shit. This is how you treat it. You don't work out. You don't train.
You heard what he said? So he's saying that, who are you, you arrogant piece of you know what? He said that, this is what he was saying in his mind. You arrogant nigga. You piece of you know what? Who do you think you are? You think you God? You think you somebody? These are the conversations that Mike Tyson said that he was having with himself. You think you God? You think you somebody? You see what happened when you don't train? Mike admitted he didn't train for the fight. That ain't Buster Douglas's fault. Buster Douglas didn't get the memo that he was supposed to lose. Buster Douglas had just lost his mother. His mother had just passed away. That man was in the locker room crying before the fight in the locker room because he lost his mother. And he had to overcome all of that emotion to step in the ring and beat the brakes off of my hero, Mike Tyson. Beat the brakes off of him. He said, we was kids when Tyson got beat up. So we have an excuse for tears. I'm telling you guys, I was crying for a whole week. He said, Coach, you said the N-word. Yeah, I did say the N-word. But this is what Mike Tyson said. Sorry, Coach, but there's definitely shame in losing when it's a 42-1 underdog. Yeah. You know, I totally agree now. I totally agree. But I'm showing you that's when cherry picking goes wrong at. Whether you're a 42-1 underdog or whatever, if you favored to win a fight and you have this aura of invincibility, remember, guys, this guy was on coke just 2 years prior. He was 750 pounds. He's fighting the baddest man on the planet. Hardest hitting man in the history of the heavyweight division. That's what they say. So if I felt this way about Mike Tyson and all the guys that I came up with who were fanboys of Mike Tyson, and we felt this way about Mike Tyson when Mike Tyson got his ass beat, if Adrian Broner fanboys felt this way about Adrian Broner when he got his ass beat, just imagine what his fanboys feel like. If I was in denial that Mike Tyson got beat by Buster Douglas, I blame Skip Bayless, who you see right here. I blame this referee. I don't even know the referee name. And I blame Don King. Just imagine what his fanboys feel like. And now he has to deal with that, and he hasn't dealt with it. Oh, I know him be called the Coon, Uncle Tom, sellout, Sambo when it's over with. I know that. That's okay. It's par for the course, though. My channel, I like to use real situations in life and in boxing as teaching moments. You don't get the shit show over here. You don't get the Jerry Springer show over here. And it's okay for you to disagree with me. And you can call me what you want to call me in the chat. I won't block you. I don't care. As long as you ain't being racist. Other than that, that's it. You call me what you want to call me. I don't care. I don't take it personal. Because I don't know you personally. So I won't take it personal. See what I'm saying? But anyways. So he had to deal with that. Let's see what Mike Tyson said.
You got to deal with that. That, yeah.
Yeah, I will say that I told Anthony, I don't think I can go to another. It's different when you watch your friends play basketball, you know, run up and down the court. When you see two people, that one that you know fighting in a ring for their title, like watching Floyd was stressful. But
this is for educational purposes only. Educational purposes only. Got to say that as a disclaimer.
I always went in like I would watch you, like you're gonna win.
Yeah.
I did that with Anthony, second row ringside, and it was like the whole life of the room just was sucked out. And it was really.
But he's not dead. He's okay.
So he said that when Mike Tyson lost, he said it was like the whole the atmosphere of the room got sucked out of the room. Just imagine, dog, everybody seeing their hero, their idol, get beat down in front of the world. And not only that, now Mike Tyson lost to a black guy. We finna bring the racial element into this because Deontay Wilder made it racial when he fought this guy. Just imagine feeling like Mike Tyson. Just imagine you invincible. You the baddest man on the planet. This is Black History Month. All of Wakanda is here. You representing for Wakanda. You came out of the ring walk. You had on an all-black costume, right? You had a rapper from Black Lives Matter rapping for you. The Glam Squad made your costume for you, right? You had smoke coming out of the costume. You a black man in America. You the baddest man on the planet. You from Alabama, and you lose to a white boy. Not only a white boy, but a white boy who you said had pillow fists, couldn't punch, You said you was going to knock out.
To this day.
You said you was going to put to sleep. I thought you was going to knock him out and put him to sleep. I couldn't even find no one that was willing to bet on Tyson Fury. And this dude beat the brakes off of you in front of all of your fanboys. How would you handle that? He said Tyson is going to wake up in ICU talking about what's the license plate of that truck that hit me. I'm just saying, just imagine it. You see what I'm saying? I'm trying to, you see I'm looking dead serious. I'm trying to paint a picture here, guys. Just imagine it. Imagine having to deal with that. Imagine having to deal with that. Same feeling Julio Cesar Chavez Sr. fan when he lost to Sweet Pea, but was awarded the fight. Then it turned into anger, and they started throwing drinks into the ring. Just imagine that.
He don't want nobody feeling sorry for himself. He's like, I'm good. You know, I gotta get this together. I gotta go back to London. I need to get in. I need to be focused. I think it was a wake-up call for sure.
I hope so, because he deserves good things.
He does. He's a good person.
So they're talking about Anthony Joshua right here. He's saying that Joshua felt the same way when he lost to Andy Ruiz, you know, the disappointment. But he said he said that we talked to Joshua about it, and Joshua said that I'm good. I got to get myself together. Joshua didn't blame anyone else when he lost. He didn't fire his trainer. He didn't blame the referee. He said, you know what? I gotta get myself together. He said he had to go back to the UK and get himself together. So that's what they're talking about right here.
For sure.
Good thing.
Great person.
And boxing is exciting again. With him,
Yeah.
With
Wilder, Fury, like that whole group of guys, those young guys coming up. I think it's awesome.
I felt like when you left, and even like when Floyd left.
So I just wanted y'all to hear that part right there about Mike Tyson, what he said. He said the fanboys in Wilder's case didn't blame the white man like you would have done, coach. They blamed the black man and praised JD's, which is the white man. They call him Master D's. Wow. Wow. And the crazy part about it, there's some truth to that. Because to this day, no one from the Alphabet Boy community that say anything bad about JD's. To this day.
To this day.
But boy, goddamn it, Mark Breland and Kenny Bayless, not Kenny Bayless, on the referee. I forgot his name. Well, yeah, Kenny Bayless. I think his name Kenny Bayless, right? Kenny Bayless. So I understand. I can only cope with Coach bringing up bad memories by telling jokes. I'm just saying, but I'm listen, bro. Just imagine what I'm going through. I'm going through trauma right now, bro. I'm going through trauma. I have to relive the trauma in my life when I was 16 years old when I saw Mike Tyson get beat by Buster Douglas. I feel like crying right now, literally. So I understand where you're coming from. I understand where you're coming from. So that's what I'm trying to say, guys. Just imagine Jalen Love Mama, all these tenderonis, dog. Look. Y'all look. Just imagine, bro. We're gonna just one more again, and we're gonna move on from this. Jalen Love, pop, left hook, pop. Look at Jalen Love. Doing the stinking leg right there. Hop, right hook, come back to left, hump, left hook, pop, call him swimming. There you go. There you go. This is just imagine, guys. Just imagine. Now look at all these tenderonis. Now I'm finna point it out. Mama jump up right here. Throw her hands up. That's my baby. Leonard is right here. Mama running to save the day. Tenderoni, hold on. Look at these tenderonis right here. Floyd Mayweather right there. She got her hand over her mouth. Tenderoni, she crying. This tenderoni here, right here, crying. This tenderoni right here got her hands on her head. She crying. Mama running to save her baby. Leonard Ellaby got his head down. You feel me? The Queen Lee Luna said Mama was like, get off my baby. He said, who has a better chin? AJ or Amir Khan? Oh, Anthony Joshua, hands down. So I'm just saying. So I'm trying to get you guys to see. Mama, here come Mama. Mama running to the ring. Get up. Look at Mama. Look at Look at her. Look at her. She crying. Mama crying. He looked just like his mother too, man. Hop. She beating her hand. I never seen nobody. She beating her hand. Look, her hand is on the mat. Her hand is in the ring. Pop, she like, get up. He looking at his mama now. I'm getting up, mama. I'm getting up. Oh, they weighed him off. Now look right here. Look right here. She putting her head down on his lap. She got her head down in disbelief. Hands in her face. Hands in her face, guys. She putting her head down in this dude lap. She probably don't even know this dude. She putting her head down in his lap. She hollering and screaming, crying. And bro, look at this here. Look at these tenderonis. Oh my God. And look at her. She coming to the ring to help console mama. She walking to the ring to help console her. Oh my God. Bruh. But when I first saw that, I was laughing so hard, dog. I don't know why I'm not laughing now. I don't know why I'm not laughing now. That shit, but when I first saw it, that was so funny, dog. It was so funny. I was like, bro, get up. She was like, get up. Baby, get up. And then the other tenderoni was running to the ring to help console the mama because she was crying holding her baby. So I get it. Listen, I understand being a fanboy. I get it, dog. I swear I get it. I swear. And guess what? If Tyson Fury ever lose, you're going to see the same thing from Tyson Fury fanboys. Fanboyism is a hell of a disease. LML, low-key, the ref was supposed to wave it off as soon as she reached in the ring. He said, did AJ quit against Ruiz? Nah, the referee waved it off. He got up 4 times. Bro, I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. I'm just saying. Now, word on the street, guys, is this. We have a new coon in the sport of boxing. I'm not calling this guy a coon, right? Jared Anderson is a very good, very talented fighter. Pugilim said, yeah, AJ quit. He didn't want to respond to the ref. He was either non-responsive or he quit. Bottom line, he lost. Okay. He say Ziggy cracking up at the tenderonis. Listen. So, I say all that to say this. Quitting is what Billy Joe Saunders did. He didn't come out of the ring. Taking a knee in the ring will be considered quitting or whatever if you suffered an injury. If you hate AJ, he quit. If you don't hate AJ, he didn't quit. Whatever side of the fence you choose, doesn't matter to me. I don't have an emotional attachment to it myself. But I want to show you guys something. When you have a aura of invincibility from your fans, from your rabid fan base, and you have a bunch of fanboys who love the draws that you wear. When you lose, we cannot handle that. And as Mike Tyson said, he said, just imagine being, you invincible, you bad. This dude ain't shit. He ain't nobody. I'm going to knock this dude out like I knock out the rest of the bums. 700-pound white boy from the UK. He was on coke and drinking beer. I resurrected his career. I blessed him. I'm going to fight him on Black History Month in front of all of my Wakandaites. And then I'm going to bless him with the hammer from Alabama. Only to get beat by that 700-pound coked out white boy. Bad. You see what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, I'm trying to tell you the psyche of what you're dealing with. And if Tyson Fury loses, you're going to see the exact same thing. If Canelo Alvarez ever lose again, you're going to see the exact same thing. It's what happens. This is what happens. You know what I mean? So hey, Smith and West, you're right about that. You got pillow fists. We don't believe you. Yeah, I remember that. Remember that. So now, Jared Anderson, guys, he has came across the radar of the Alphabet Boy, the leader of the Alphabet Boy community. Now, a brother sent me this video. I want you guys to see something. See right here, guys, I have a notification right here on my thing, right? Someone sent me some videos. I always get videos sent all the time to me from a lot of the subscribers. Thank you guys for sending me stuff. If any content that you guys want me to cover, just reach out to me at Coach Malachi Williams on YouTube, on Instagram. Send it to me, and if it's something I'm interested in, we'll talk about it. Send me whatever content you want to send me. Now, the leader of the Alphabet Boy community, Jabba the Hutt. Where Jabba the Hutt at? Where Jabba? Jabba, where you at? Here go Jabba the Hutt right here. This video was sent to me today. I would say who the subscriber was, but I don't want to say his name because I don't want him to get attacked. Jabba the Hutt went in on this guy right here. He said this guy is a coon. He's buck dancing for Whitey. And he said that the black community would never support him again. So this is the new coon. Now we know that I was the coon, and they said I was a coon, and you know, I'm not, but you know, they said I was a coon, and Uncle Tom sell out, disgracing my race. But they tell me this too. Okay, that's fine. That's cool. Okay, I get it. Coon sell out, Uncle Tom, disgrace my race. You know, all because I don't fall for the excuses, the lies, and talking. Okay, that's fine. I got. Okay, that's good. Oh, I got.
Yeah.
I got it.
What?
Okay, I got it. So now this guy, according to Jabba the Hutt in his in the Alphabet Boy community, this guy is the new coon now. So you say, hey, coach, why is he a coon? Pugilim said, it doesn't mean Fury wins easy. Wilder's ceiling. Okay, all right, y'all talk about that. I'll let y'all talk about that. No, I'm not talking. I'm not calling Wilder Jabba. Calling Wilder Jabba the coon. Oh, that's what you say. Shout out to Rod Rib Show.
Hey, okay.
So Double A says, so Anderson's the new target now. Yeah, he's the new target now. He said, is any black person that takes a job with a white boss class as dancing for Whitey? Pretty much. The same guys who say that have jobs working for Whitey. It's a bit. Listen, these dudes are revolutionaries on YouTube during the daytime, and at nighttime, they got jobs working for the white man. Not all of them, but you get what I'm saying. But anyways, I digress. He said, I think that there's a beta male complex, coach. Yeah, might be. Now, they might have some kind of point. I don't know. I do get what they're saying though. To be fair, I do get where they're coming from, where Jabba the Hutt is coming from, for the simple fact that when I was in that mindset, I can understand that what Jared Anderson is saying can be interpreted as coonish and Uncle Thomas and stuff like that. So I get what they say. I get it, right? I get it, right? I get it. So let's go right here. So why is he being called a coon? Let's see. What did he say? This story is no longer available. He removed the story. So in this video, I don't know what happened. Why is the story no longer available? It's been available all this time. This story here, Jared Anderson was talking about how what is Deontay Wilder's excuse going to be when I just saw this story this morning. So I don't know how long Instagram stories stay up. I don't know if he took it down. I don't know, do they automatically disappear? Because I never done an Instagram story. So I don't know, guys. I don't know. But now this story, I just saw this story today, but it says now it's no longer available. So I don't know if he removed it, was he pressured? But Jabba the Hutt said that Jared Big Barry Anderson is a coon. He said that he's a coon because he spoke criticism of Deontay Wilder. And Jared Anderson said that, what do you mean by my people? He said that he have white people in his family. He said, I got white family members. Who is my people? So when he said that to a militant, quote unquote, organization, that's the cardinal sin. And I get where they're coming from, because I would have done the same thing in the mindset that I was in as well. Because he didn't say black people was all his people, and he acknowledged that he had white people in his family that are family members of his. He made the cardinal sin, right? The cardinal sin. So let's go to Jabba the Hutt. So when you go down to Jabba the Hutt right here, they're saying that they're saying that Jared Miller is is a coon and this and that and yada, yada. That's what they're saying here. They calling him a coon. He called him all kind of stuff. And he saying they ain't messing with him no more. Right? This what they said. This what they said. This what he said. Somebody sent this to me today. I didn't even hear it. I went to the part, the guy told me, who sent it to me, he told me to start at the 20-minute mark, or 30-minute mark, 32-minute mark, and listen to it from the 32-minute mark on. I stopped about right here. And he called that man every name in the book. So Jared Anderson, Jared Big Baby Miller, Jared Big Baby Anderson, you are the new Coon and Uncle Tom of the day, according to Jabba the Hutt. He made the fatal mistake of, and this story is gone. So I don't know what happened to the story. He said they disappeared after 24. Oh, they disappeared after 24 hours. Okay, thank you for letting me know. Jawan say 24 hours. Okay. Yeah, I didn't know. I thought that the pressure of the Alphabet Boy community made him remove it. I didn't know. I don't know. You see what I'm saying? So Jared Anderson is not on code. The code is you do not criticize Deontay Wilder. The code has nothing to do with supporting black fighters. The code has to do with you never criticize Deontay Wilder. That's the code. Rod Rib Show says Ali used to call Frazier Uncle Tom. Yes, he did. And that was terrible for Ali to say that about Frazier. But you got to understand, Ali was racist back then, too. He was racist back then. He was radicalized, and I was radicalized in the same doctrine, Nation of Islam, right? So he was radicalized, and there was and that's how that was back then. Ali was racist back then too. After he left the Nation of Islam and became Orthodox Muslim, that's when he got away from the racism. So Jared made the fatal mistake of criticizing Deontay Wilder. So anybody in the chat, if you're black, if you don't want to be called a coon, a Uncle Tom, a sellout, a Sambo, buck dancing for Whitey, which they don't even know what Uncle Tom is, but that's neither here nor there. You better not criticize. Now you can call Terrence Crawford top rank Toby. You can call Terrence Crawford a slave to Bob Arum. You can call Terrence Crawford a coon. You can call other black fighters racist terms to describe them. But you can't criticize Wilder. That is the cardinal sin. And so this is why he's looked upon as that now. I told you guys, man, if I want to make a whole lot of money doing this shit, I can easily get their audience. Their audience is easy. I can talk. Listen, I can talk that race hustling shit with the best of them. More than half of my life I spent being radicalized in the Nation of Islam. More than half of my life. I can get me some quick money if I want to do it. I get me some quick money if I want to do it. I got all my books. I showed y'all my books. I got all my literature. English C lessons, restricted laws, FOI manual, everything. I got books from Professor I got all kind of shit. Literally. And not that I need it. I remember all of it anyways. Anytime I want to do that, I can do that. He say, Big Baby will be all right. He just needs to perform in the ring. He'll be good. Yeah, he gonna be good. He gonna be good. What up, coach and chat family? You see what I'm saying? I just want to let you know, though. You know what I mean? So, again, Big Baby is taking his time too long now to come back and make an impact. Okay. Jawan says, I wish my people would stick together like how the Mexicans do. Never see a Mexican fighter pick against their kind. Jawan, let me ask you a question. I can agree with that. The only problem is my people, your people, our people don't keep that same energy when it comes to all black fighters. It seems to be that sticking together is only I forgot the word that I'm looking for. Sticking together only means that we got to stick with, believe what follow Wilder. I wonder, do you say the same thing when they call Terrence Crawford top ranked Toby? My brother, with all due respect. I wonder, do you feel the same way when Terrence Crawford is called a coon? I wonder, do you feel the same way when Anthony Joshua was called Uncle Tom? Last time I checked, he was black. And he's a direct descendant from the continent of Africa. Wonder, did you feel the same way about Jamel Charlo when they was calling him Coon for not following the narrative? So that's all I'm saying. So you know, I'm just saying, it seems like I wish our people would stick together like the Mexicans. It's only subjective. It's only used when it's supporting a black fighter who we like. He said, he's talking about for all the fighters, coach, not just Wilder. Okay, yeah. Thank you so much, Jawan, for clearing that up, brother. Thank you so much for clearing that up. See, you feel that way, Jawan. You feel that way, bro. But it's a lot of people that don't feel that way. That's all I'm saying. So I'm glad you clarified that for me. You see what I'm saying? So I can get, if that's the code we're going to get on, I can get on that code. But guess what? When I see that when I see that you're degrading this black man, you're degrading that black man, you're degrading the other. When I see that, damn, these dudes degrading every black dude, every black person that they have a disagreement with, I find that you are very, not you, Jawan, not you, brother, but I find that some of these very same people are being very disingenuous when they say this. This is not about skin color. Well, this is about skin color, to be honest with you. But it's about skin color mixed with pushing a certain narrative. The narrative has to be this. It's the narrative over everything. And if you don't follow the narrative, we will ostracize you. Again, if I wanted to make money, I promise you that I would be the best race hustler in boxing. There will not be a Mexican channel that's racist, a Hispanic channel that's racist, that will be able to mess with me on this stuff. There will not be a black channel that's racist that will not be able to mess with me on this stuff. You want to know why? Because they don't have the gift of gab like I have. They don't know what I know. They haven't done the research that I've done. They have not read the books that I've read. They cannot articulate the way I can articulate. They don't have the energy or the vigor that I'm going to come with. If I wanted to do that, I can do that. Literally. That shit easy for me. Literally. To be real, Big Baby is the best thing we have coming out of America. If he stays dedicated, you want to stop. The rebuttal. What's up, the rebuttal? If it means kissing ass, it's not happening. He said, if it means kissing ass, it's not happening. You know, I'm just saying though. You see what I'm saying? Like if I wanted to do that. Now, all jokes aside, I wanted you guys to see what he said. All right, now listen. He said that getting close to 5,000, coach. Okay. Egg Shake said Mexicans don't spread falsehood on behalf of each other. That's the LDBC narrative. Now listen, I ain't gonna sit here and say Mexicans don't spread falsehood on behalf of each other. I think that's generalizing, because Mexicans are not one monolithic group of ethnic people. All Mexicans do not get along. This is facts. You do have some Mexicans that, I know some that will bet against the Mexican fighter. It may be not known on YouTube, but I know some. I got a couple of homeboys, goddamn it, that the shit, you know, believe it or not, it's two guys that I know that I used to work with. They don't like Canelo Alvarez, and they one is from San Diego, he's Mexican, and one is from Austin, Texas. Don't like Canelo. I know it sound crazy, dog, but egg shape form, I'm telling you. So it's not like everybody is one mono, you know, like people from Mexico or Mexican Americans are one monolithic group of people. They're not. They don't agree on everything. And they don't say, oh, just because it's a Mexican fighter, we're just going to support it because he's Mexican. I mean, that is the narrative. And that may be true on the YTBC. On the YTBC, yes, the Hispanics, they do stick together on the YTBC. I give them that. But the YTBC A-shaped form do not represent the boxing fans that's not on YouTube. Remember, the boxing fans that's on YouTube is a small number. That's not a lot in comparison to the people who are not on YouTube. You get what I'm saying? So a lot of people like to look at the YouTube boxing scene as a microcosm of how everybody feels from a certain ethnic group, and that's just not the case. He said, if anything, Big Baby should be able to say what he wants. He's a fighter. He's the one who has to back it up. I'm effing with him, and so many and so will many other black fighters. You get what I'm saying though? You get what I'm saying? You know, YouTube. You know, you can't look at man, Shay Phone, he say fast code. This is a generalization. I should have clarified. Yeah. But you get what I'm saying, though, right? He say a lot of Mexicans hate Mexicans. I ain't Mexican, coach, and I can confirm that. Hey, listen, but that's in every nationality, though. That's in every nationality, race, ethnicity. You know what I mean? It is what it depends on how you grew up, what your culture is. You know, your belief comes from your culture. You see what I'm saying? You know, Mexicans got some of the highest shooting incidences in the world. Love thy neighbor, LOL. You see what I'm saying? Bone Kiki, what you say, fam? Coach, how's your day going? My day going pretty good, fam. My day going pretty good. Shout out to Terry. What's going on, Terry?
Okay.
The Londoner with the lick read, baby. What's going on with you, man? Martin Ramos, he said a lot of Mexicans be hating on Canelo. You don't see a lot of it on YouTube, Martin. Well, at least I don't think so, but you know, but you get what I'm saying. He said, can you teach someone your gift of gab? Are you born with it? I mean, the person can learn it, you know what I mean? But I've always been this way. I've always been this way, to be honest with you. I read a lot of books too and done a lot of studying, and you know, I've evolved over the years. You know what I mean? I was very narrow-minded when I was younger, and even when as I got older, I was very narrow-minded. I just snapped out of it like 6 years ago, to be honest with you. Man, people here in the UK don't like Tyson Fury because he's a gypsy. You get what I'm saying, though? But you get what I'm saying? A lot of people Latino descent were born in the USA. That makes them Americans. Yeah, they were Americans. Absolutely. Exactly. YouTube is small, my bro. Plus, the guys on YouTube are not buying pay-per-view. No, they're not buying pay-per-view. I think we can get another superstar that would do a 3 or 4 million pay-per-views, but that guy isn't here now. But you get what I'm saying, though. You see what I'm saying? So, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, so he's the new guy that's on their radar. That's the Coon and yada yada. He going against the code, you know. And they disguise it as being you're going against the black code when actuality you're going against the criticizing Wilder code. And that's just what it is. That's what it is. You know what I mean? So I get it. Trust me. I was there with Mike Tyson. I was there with Roy Jones Jr. I was there with Pernell Whitaker. I was there with Marvelous Marvin Hagler. So I understand where they're coming from. I really do. I understand where they're coming from. And I sympathize with them because I needed sympathy when I was a fanboy all those years when I was 16 years old. So I get it. I get it. On the Rebuttal Entertainment, coach, you finished shopping? Yeah. I finished yesterday. You see what I'm saying? So I get it. I get it. I understand. You know what I mean? You know, but I tell you what, though. If I ever decided to go down the race hustling path, I bet I should be getting super chats and everything. Like, shit, I should be doing like it's like. Let me tell you something, guys. Remember I told you guys, there's nobody. I had this one guy tell me, I'm finna be as honest with you guys as I possibly can. Hey, Shay Form says I'm Mexican American and I live in San Diego and I'm trying to figure out what this Mexican code is. Peter Barnard say, I think the WBC is full of crap. The WBC is a corrupt organization that's all about money. Now, you have certain channels that's trying to make it racial, but it has nothing to do with that. It's about money. Bob Arum is a common denominator, to be honest with you. He said, if anybody keep on losing multiple rounds, why would you bet on a hood of a KO? Shelton says, I'm here now. When it comes to Ali. Verdejo went from being loved in Puerto Rico to now they're trying to kill him in Puerto Rico prisons. Wow. Shout out to Sophia.
Hey, okay.
Jawan says Shakur fighting style, closest thing I've seen to Pernell Whitaker. Jawan, Pernell was a little bit more exciting. He was a little bit more exciting than and don't get me wrong, I love Shakur Stevenson now, but I kind of get what you're saying. You're saying probably from a quickness standpoint and reflexes. Pernell was a hell of an inside fighter. He was a hell of an inside fighter. And he had hell of a defensive skills. You couldn't at 135, that was his best weight. At 135, to be honest with you. But I kind of get what you're saying though. Jawan, I kind of get what you're saying though. I kind of get what you're saying. I kind of get what you're saying. You know, I could probably see that. Triple G Mexican style is like David Carradine hired to play Bruce Lee's character in Kung Fu. Yeah. Marquez is the biggest Canelo hate on ESPN Deportes. Marquez, man. Oh, man. Marquez hate on Canelo. Hey, no way secure. Just a back foot fighter with great skills. He said, cop killer, be careful with that. Well, what did cop killer say? He said both southpaws. Yeah, they both southpaws, but they style kind of different, though. They style kind of different. They both southpaws, but Pernell was something else, man. Pernell was, woo, boy, that was woo. But I was a fanboy of Pernell Whitaker, boy. Pernell something else, bro. Pernell something else. I don't, now that I think about it, I can't really say, compare him to no Pernell. But it's subjective to you. It's subjective to you. But to me, that man probably really ain't no comparison like that. Pernell was a different animal. Inside, he was, bro, he can fight. Like you, if you want to see some inside work and his footwork and his upper body movement, like a lot of the upper body stuff you see Canelo do, how he slip punches. Like look at Pernell. Pernell can be 2 inches away from you. Pernell can be a half a foot away from you. At 135. He'll hit you like 4 or 5 times. You'll swing, you'll miss, he gonna slip it. You might throw 7, 8 punches. He gonna duck every last one of them, slip every last one of them, catch you with a body shot. Get on out, turn around, and he'll pull your shorts down. Like literally, he will pull your trunks down in the ring. Literally. That's how good Pernell Whitaker was. That's how good Pernell Whitaker was. He said Pernell was like the Mason. Yeah, bro. Yeah. I'm saying, bro, you go. He say, Shakur can fight on the inside, barely get hit both sides. Yeah. You got to go back and look at Pernell again, though. But that's subjective to you, though. He said, Pernell is fluid in the pocket. Yeah, man. Yeah, it's yeah, man. Thomas Cruz says, yeah, man. R.I.P. to the great Pernell Whitaker. R.I.P. man. R.I.P. man. Listen, bro, I'm trying to get Tommy Brooks back on this show too. But all I'm saying is this, guys. I get it. I get it. Trust me, guys. I get it, dog. I get it. I feel your pain. I'm still having nightmares about Tyson. But Shakur Stevenson is fighting Jamel Henry. That's going to be a good fight. Now, both of these guys are friends. They friends. Both of these guys are friends. But guess what? They're putting their friendship aside. They're putting them paws on each other. They sparred each other and everything. Both of them are very familiar with their styles, with each other's styles. He said, you would debate public and anyone from the Alphabet channels. I mean, I used to debate a lot. Like when I was in the Nation, that's all we did. And when I was in the Nation Islam, that's all we did debate. We had religious debates. Those were real debates. Like those are some real, we used to have the with preachers and all that stuff. That's all we did debating. And I was on a debate team in high school. When you're debating, you're supposed to do your research on what the subject matter is going to be when you debate. Before you debate, you do your research on what the subject matter is going to be. And to win any debate, what you have to do is you're going to have to study what you're gonna have to poke holes in your narrative or poke holes in that what you are debating about, right? So I'll give you a perfect example. Let's say me and you are going to debate that Deontay Wilder is the greatest fighter that ever lived. Your position, Rob Real shows, is Deontay Wilder is the best fighter that ever walked the planet Earth. My position is, no, he's not. Muhammad Ali is. Or no, he's not. Larry Holmes is, or whatever. When I do my research, I'm going to look at their resumes. That's going to be one. I'm going to look at their tangibles. What are they good at doing? I'm going to look at their weaknesses, right? Look at common opponents or whatever, if that's there, right? I'm going to look at all of those things to help support my argument. And then I'm going to look at all of the things that I think that you're going to say to try to destroy my narrative or my argument. So I have to come up with a game plan. Okay, when he say this is going to have to be my counter. Or this is going to be what I'm going to come back with. More than likely, if it was me poking holes at Larry Holmes or Ali, this is what I would say. I would say this, this, and this. So more than likely, this is what he's going to say. So let me find something to counter that. And that's pretty much how you do it. You look at the guy who you're debating. You find out all of the things that he's going to say that's going to tear down your narrative in order to prove his point. And then you come up with a good counter to it. And you got to back it up with receipts, though. You got to back it up with receipts. These niggas on YouTube, they just argue for the sake of arguing.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to John Doe for dropping that half for bam, dizzle on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said, Coach, hit that line and move for me one time, bro. He said, all right. He said, all right, y'all, I'm back. He said, all right, y'all, I'm back to sleep. I'm bouncing tonight, but I had to stop by and show some love. Enjoy the show, chat. Yeah, for sure, man. Shout out to John Doe.
Hey, okay. Yeah. What?
Yeah, man. Shout out to John Doe. Take it easy, fam. So anyways, guys, we're going to go ahead and wrap up the show anyways. I just want to let you know when you're debating, that's how you do it. And you got to come with receipts. Nothing. See, the thing is, you can't come with emotions when you're debating. You can't come with emotions. You have to come with facts. You have to come with receipts. And it's your delivery as well. Because you might, it's like a battle rap. You know how it was when they had Loaded Lux battling, I forgot some of the other battle rappers. You know, they come with different punchlines and stuff like that in order to win over the crowd, stuff like that. So, you know, you gotta know how to do certain things like that and be locked and loaded for whatever may transpire. But in debates, you better have receipts. Facts. Not none of that facts because you push it because you say it's facts. No, because you say it's facts don't make it facts. But if you got tangibles, if you have receipts, that's what's going to support your claim. Right? None of that hype man stuff. You see what I'm saying? None of that hype man stuff. So anything that I get involved, and you got to stick on the subject matter. Because what happened is you have a lot of people that would deflect. You may bring up one thing, and they'll talk about something else. Perfect example. Wilder got cheated by Tyson Fury. He had egg weights in his gloves. That's why he lost. Yeah, but Wilder said that the costume wore his legs out as well. That was one of the reasons as well, right? I don't want to talk about that. We talk about Tyson Fury as a cheater. Yeah, but Wilder also said that his water bottle was poisoned with Spike. And Mark Breland, yeah, but Tyson Fury was cheating. Yeah, but he also said that it was a crab and bucket. You see what I'm saying? So they're gonna stick to that aspect of it because the other shit don't make no sense. And even the glove shit don't make no sense really to some people as well, but that's neither here nor there. So the thing is, some people will try to deflect what I'm saying. When you try to talk about a specific subject matter, when they try to deflect, when they try to go to the left, when they say, well, it's racism in boxing. You don't believe racism in boxing? Now he's deflecting. Okay, dude, we ain't talking about racism in boxing. We talking about this particular subject matter. Oh, man, well, look what Margarito did. Look what Margarito did to Cotto. Dude, we're not talking about Margarita Cotto. We're talking about this one particular subject matter. Why are you deflecting? Oh man, but look, the Willie Lynch letter. Look, dude, I know all about the Willie Lynch letter. I've been in Nation of Islam for 24 and a half years. I was a lieutenant out of Mosque number 47. I was trained, taught by some of the best. Captain Curtis, F5, Brother Minister Van over the southern region, Rockman, not Hassan Rockman, but Rockman, Brother Jabril, Muhammad, BR down in Miami, Musain down in Miami, my grandfather, Minister Abdul Kareem Muhammad. No, I was talking about some of them. So brother, what I'm very familiar with Willie Lynch. Now let's talk about what we was talking about. Well, look over there. So when they go to deflecting, that's when you know you got them. They argue with no research and yell facts. Exactly. It's gonna be you're gonna have to. It's gonna take a hell of a dude from over there. He said one for the road, bro.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to John Doe for dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Murph said, what about yeah. And listen, and when it comes to racial issues, they don't want that smoke there. I don't give a damn who it is. It can be the Mexican channels, or it can be the black channel. They don't want that issue right there. You better know some shit messing with me. Because I'm coming with all kind of receipts. I'm coming with all kind of receipts. Now when it comes to that, the racial stuff, bro, I got receipts on top of receipts on top of receipts on top of receipts. But I can show you a library right here of books that I have. Bruh, I had receipts on top of receipts on top of receipts. Like I literally know where certain ideologies and certain thought processes and certain narratives and certain schools of thought come from that a lot of people are using today, right now, today on YouTube, talking about facts. You ain't gonna win that battle with me. You ain't gonna win that, not with me. Not with me. You ain't gonna win that battle with me. I'm gonna pull out everything. You want to talk about John Henry Clark? We can talk about that. You want to talk about Dr. Ben? We can talk about that. You want to talk about Marcus Garvey? We can talk about that. Want to talk about Noble Drew Ali? We can talk about that. You want to talk about Clarence 13X? We can talk about that. Want to talk about Elijah Muhammad? We can talk about that. You want to talk about Yakub and motherships and spaceships? We can talk about that. You want to talk about the transatlantic slave trade? We can talk about that. You want to talk about the sub-Saharan slave trade? We can talk about that. You want to talk about the founding fathers of America? We can talk about that. You want to talk about policies, integration policies, or if you want to talk about policies that affect what is it? What's the word I'm looking for? Damn, they talk about this all the time in politics too. Dealing with citizenship, guys. And my mind went blank. Dealing with citizenship. People coming over in the country illegally and being legalized. I forgot what I'm talking about, but you get what I'm saying. Literally, I can go anywhere, and I have the receipts to support anything you want to talk about as it relates to that. Like they lightweight to me. They really lightweight to me. I'll run through their ass like Nimrod. Literally, you ain't gonna win with this with me. I'm a trained vet when it come to that. But I got away from that. But I can easily come back anytime I want to. But I'm gonna stay away from that. I'm gonna stay away from that. Right? Shout out to the other brothers like who specialize in that too, like the Armin Ra Squad and Sinetta TV and that whole little genre. I've been through all that too. Been through all that too. It's gonna take some people like from the Armin Ra Squad and people from there. It's gonna take people like that, Dr. Baba. It's gonna take people like that that you're gonna have to get with me. It's gonna take people like that. Ain't gonna be no YouTube channel that's spitting like racial narrative. That's lightweight. That's lightweight. But anyways, this is not a race channel, so we're gonna end it with this. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. We're gonna give everybody a round of applause. And what we're gonna do, we're gonna go ahead and go out OJ Juman style. I'm just letting you know. If I ever want to go down that path, I can. All right, sorry about that. Shout out to Karma Serene.
Okay.
Shout out to the Queen, Lady Shan. Shout out to the Queen Lee Luna. Shout out to the Queen Lisa Bell. Shout out to the Queen Arlette. And happy birthday, Lady Shan.
Okay.
Shout out to my main man, Big Ron, Ronald Finkley.
Okay.
Shout out to Mr. T, I Pity the Fool.
Okay.
Shout out to Egg Shake Forum and David.
Okay.
Shout out to Pugilism and Bon Scott.
Okay.
Shout out to Rider of the Storm and Martin Ramos.
Okay.
Shout out to my main man, Mark Nash, who stopped by and hollered at the old boy.
Okay.
Shout out to Shelton Moore, my co-host.
Okay.
Shout out to Peter Barn Arts and Jawan. What's up, brother?
Okay.
Shout out to Jabba the Hutt.
Okay.
Shout out to Jared Big Baby Anderson.
Okay.
Shout out and RIP to Pernell Whitaker and Tommy Morrison. Shout out to Jayleon Love and his beautiful mother who ran to the ring to help our baby get off the mat.
Okay.
Shout out to Adrian the Problem Broner and Marcos Madonna.
Okay.
Shout out to Buster Douglas who beat Mike Tyson and broke my heart.
Okay.
Shout out to Iron Mike Tyson for being honest and accepting responsibility for his loss.
Okay.
Shout out to the fanboys who have not gotten over the fact that their favorite fighter got his ass whooped fair and square.
Okay.
Shout out to Andrew. What's happening, brother?
Okay.
Shout out to my brother Juwan once again and Peter Barn Arts.
Okay.
Shout out to Big Murph in the building. Big Murph, what's happening?
Okay.
Shout out to Rider of the Storm.
Okay.
Shout out to JBN, John's Boxing News.
Okay.
Shout out to Light Skin Lou in the Rebuttal Podcast.
Okay.
Shout out to Lamont Peterson and the rest of the Peterson family.
Okay.
Shout out to Bon Scott and
Okay.
Cop Killer.
Okay.
Shout out to Thomas Cruz and Pugilism.
Okay.
Shout out to Andy C and Javon Soto.
Okay.
Shout out to Rod Rib Shows. What's happening?
Okay.
Shout out to Mr. T, I Pity the Fool in Egg Shake Form.
Okay.
Shout out to Bon Scott and Jeff Lucietta.
Okay.
Shout out to Big John Doe. John Doe, what's happening, baby?
Okay.
Shout out to Big Murph Dog and Loke Dog in the building. Loke Dog, what's happening?
Okay.
Shout out to OG, double OG, triple OG, quadruple OG.
Okay.
Shout out to Double A, what's happening, man? Shout out to Hector Garcia. Shout out to Bon Scott. Shout out to Andy C in the building. Shout out to Thomas Jones.
Okay.
Shout out to Eddie Satera. And who else we got, man? Who else we got? Shout out to Pugilism. What's going on, fam?
Okay.
Shout out to Egg Shake Forum, Jeff Lucietta, and who else we have? Oh yeah, shout out to Retro Boxing and Documentaries, man. My brother Blood. Shout out to Blood. Please subscribe to his YouTube channel.
Okay.
Shout out to my brother Charlo and Bon Kiki.
Okay.
Shout out to Cop Killer Leon Musa. I think Leon Musa. Leon Musa, what's going on, man? I think you're a Tyson Fury fan boy, right? Which one? No, Leon, you're a Tyson Fury fan boy, you're a Canelo fan. It's one of the two. But shout out to Leon, man. Leon, what's up, bro? Don't worry about it, baby boy. I feel your pain, though. I got my champs on the wall who I was a fan boy. I get it.
Okay.
Shout out to the UK.
Okay.
Shout out to Halim in the building. Shout out to Halim.
Okay.
Shout out to Eddie Setera. What's going on, brother?
Okay.
Shout out to Andy C in Boxing Pound for Pound Jack. Shout out to who else we got? I think that's everybody. Shout out to Teach.
Okay.
It's somebody I'm forgetting, man. I always forget. Shout out to Andrew. Shout out to Jedi Gremlin. Shout out to oh man. Yeah, Jedi Gremlin. Shout out to the Queen Lee Luna. Shout out to oh yeah, shout out to Rider of the Storm for dropping that quarter of a bam dizzub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Rider of the Storm say, Coach. He said, God bless, Coach. Hope you and your family have a great weekend. Have a great weekend, everyone. Happy birthday, Lady Shan. Yes, sir. Shout out to Rider of the Storm, man. I hope you and your family have a great weekend as well. I hope they say. Shout out to Michael Buffer.
Okay.
Almost forgot you, bro. Shout out to KRL for dropping that half of
Okay.
dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Hey, y'all got me feeling like blue blood today, man. You know, they be dropping it like it's hot in them super chats over there with blood now. Now, y'all got to tighten up. Y'all got to tighten up on your backstroke, baby boy. I got a Mercedes Benz I'm trying to buy. Hey, I'm just joking, man. I'm just joking. Hey, but anyway, shout out to KRL. He said, appreciate you, coach. Have a great weekend to all. Yes, sir. Shout out to you, fam. Shout out to you, fam. Really, though. You see what I'm saying? Anybody I forgot, man, please forgive me. Shout out to King Kumar. What's going on?
Okay.
And I think that's it. Other than that, the Starboy Coach Malachi Williams. I got a new video I'm dropping tomorrow. So please be on the lookout for that. Turn on the notification icons. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Turn on the notification icons. And if I don't catch you today, catch me on the back end. I need my money. Tell Al Heyman to pay me. I promoted his fight between Deontay Wilder and Fury that's coming up on October the 9th. They need to pay me my money on the back end. I want 1% of the pay-per-views and the live gate. Other than that, this is about Coach Malachi Williams. Represent for New Media Today USA Boxing. Tune in 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time Sunday. I will be dropping a video tomorrow, so please be on the lookout for that. Turn on the notification icons, like this video, share this video, and please support the old boy. The merchandise is dropping. Other than that, don't meet me there, beat me there. Coach Malachi Williams, New Media Today USA Boxing. I ain't talking fast, you just listening slow. Peace.
Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go.